All right, welcome back to Classic Firearms, everybody. We have a fun one for you and some new guests, just not plural, just singular. We're going to be talking about what the best concealed carry guns are. And Eliza, what else are we doing?
We're going to talk about truck guns, what types of truck guns. We're going to talk about what type of backpack guns, and we are going to
worth it?
We're going to answer that question maybe in a roundabout way.
So, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm John. I have been working here for a little over 4 years now. I'm mainly behind the scenes. I mainly do like the video and the photos and do all the social media and all that kind of jazz. It's a fun time.
Yes. So, without further ado, we're going to jump into concealed carry first, and then a couple of us are going to go sit down, and we're going to change scenes. So, John and Eliza, you will go with John first, since you have been on a stream. You were on the gaming stream.
I was. You're right.
Wow.
You're right.
It's been a long time.
That was Battlefield 6, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was fun.
Crazy.
So we're going to start with you. What is, we're just going to go with your favorite concealed carry gun and why, and then go take your seat.
Sounds good to me. Look, it's simple. It's basic. The Glock 19. It can be the Gen 5, Gen 3, Gen 6. Glock 19. All roads lead to Glock. That's the answer. I'm going to go have my seat now.
You do that.
Can't wait to hear the comments. Glock shill, Glock shill.
Yeah, well, yes.
There are worse things to be called.
That's true.
That is true. Mine would be the SIG P365X Macro. Also the XL. It's really hard for me to pick between the two of them, honestly, because it's like I love them both so much.
Yes.
And so it depends on what I'm wearing. So I have two answers. Sorry, I'm that person.
That's fair. Well, my answer is actually going to be two answers. It is going to be number one. I carry currently the SIG P365. It's a TAC Ops version technically, but it's got the AXG grip on it. So it's a regular no comp one, but I am going to be looking to getting a new one, and that's going to be the CZ Shadow 2 carry. So I love those. They're very accurate, very good, and you can get a lot of customizations for it. I also just love the CZ lineup. So I'm going to go take my seat. Go ahead and switch us up on cameras.
All right. Let's see.
All right, indeed. Why isn't my arm staying up?
Ooh, we already got comment.
Oh.
Turn my camera on.
No, Brandon, I'm not going to turn your camera on.
That's
You don't
rude.
get to be here. Just kidding, of course.
All right. So I guess now the questions come in. What are your favorite concealed carry? And then we'll get into backpack guns a little bit later. Eliza, you want to talk to us about some I don't know, my verbiage went off. Some of the comments that they're saying?
Yes, absolutely. So nice. We're getting some other fans of the Glock 19. And by the way, I would like to say I am a huge fan of the Glock 19. And if I could carry it more often, honestly, that would be one of my main go-tos. So we got some Glock 19 love. Ooh, Ramjet on a P365 works so well. Very nice. Hellcat Pro. Funny you say that. That's also another one. There's so many good options out there, y'all.
There is.
Shield Carry Comp. That's another one.
11 out of 10.
Oh, no. Glock, really? They're like 2 decades behind everyone else.
It took how long for a...
Yeah, that's not wrong.
Yeah, and so I did also want to say there technically are no wrong answers. There is some wrong answers.
Well, I was going to say maybe there are.
But there's no
some.
wrong answers. Right now, we're actually getting a display set up so that way everybody can see just a bunch of the random ones that we have here in the video room, and you guys pick from those ones and let us know which ones you like out of those. But I also want to take a second for intermission and to say hello to all of those who said hello. Welcome to the stream. We currently have these streams not monetized, so you should not be seeing any ads unless if you're watching this after it has posted. So that's a thank you, guys. We want to be here with you, and if you're watching an ad while we're answering your question, that just sucks. So moving on. What else do we got in the comments?
Love y'all's content, by the way. Thank you, OCD brand. We appreciate you.
The AXG Legion 365. I'm not really a big 365 guy personally, but that one, the weight on it and just especially the grip texturing of it, I really, really like that. It's a exceptional choice. Excuse me.
Yes,
Beautiful.
I agree. Because that's kind of like what I have, but minus the comp.
Yeah.
We want to be able to see when we shoot at night, right?
Well, that's very true. This one is definitely for you, Brandon. I've been shooting my CZ Shadow carry CZ Shadow 2 carry.
Get it right.
So I'm trying my best. I'm slightly dyslexic. Carry since it came out. Love it. Bought it from Classic Firearms as well.
Ah,
All right.
Awesome.
Heck
Thank
yeah,
you,
brother.
James P. 2985.
so with that being said, I shoot the CZ Shadow 2, and I have it currently set up for like a intermediate competition gun. Love that so much. And I kind of came to the realization I have a lot into this SIG P365 TAC Ops kind of version with almost like the AXG Legion with the aluminum grip and everything. Why would I not make my competition gun and my carry gun basically identical? And that's pretty much why I was like, I gotta go with this easy. I love them. I shoot them so well. They're one of the easiest guns to shoot. Just pick up and start shooting and hit on target. So yeah, I'm right there with you on that one.
Yeah, you fell in love with that CZ Shadow.
Ah,
What, a week or so after you started working here, and that thing
Yeah.
has been attached to you by the hip.
Oh,
I
man.
respect it, man. I respect it.
It's been like I took probably like a dozen guns out to the range.
That,
Pretty
yeah,
much every single concealed carry we had.
you worked your way through it. I respect it. I liked the system that you did.
Yeah, and
Foolproof.
that one was the only one I just picked up and ting 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 easy every time. What you got up there for us, Eliza?
All right. I carry the XD Mod 3 from Springfield Armory. Is that a good choice for my first concealed carry?
Ooh,
What did you say it was again?
The XD Mod 3.
the Mod 3. I want to make sure I'm seeing the right one because I know the XD. Give me 30 seconds. Let me
Perfect.
Google
While you
search.
do that, we have to say, so Shiny Jar says, "What's up, y'all?" And so if y'all watched the last stream, we have a lot of love for Shiny Jars. So what's up? Thank you for tuning back in.
What's up,
We're
Shiny
happy
Jars?
to have you.
Yes, and I did receive Shiny Jars. I did receive your message on Facebook, and we are still working out exactly how what we're gonna put in that package. For those of you who know, you know.
I fell out of the loop.
Ooh, Caps 741 says, "Don't have any yet, but Canic." I guess he's saying don't have like a concealed carry yet, but Canic has some solid options.
Canic Prime.
The MC9 Prime, great option.
The new MC9 Prime with the Radian Magwell and the Afterburner is also really interesting. I haven't shot it yet, but
Yeah.
I want to. But the feel of it was really, really good. I liked it over the original one personally.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, we got a Glock 43X.
Yes.
Okay, so back.
I'm not surprised to see that.
Good choices.
Yes.
Okay.
Back to the XD Mod 3.
So that's kind of what I thought. That's the one with the backstrap that actually has like the backstrap safety, I believe, which I'm not a huge fan. It's like a 2011 where it has the
like a grip safety kind of deal.
thank
Oh,
you.
that makes sense.
Yeah, except for it's like built in like a fin almost. Here you can kind of see it there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
interesting.
So overall,
What's-
Springfield makes great pistols.
What did you say what the barrel length was?
I don't know the barrel length off the top of my
So it
head.
looks like
It's a shorty boy. Well, it's a
shorty
concealed
boy.
carry, so
Yeah,
they're all
right,
going to
right,
be 3 to 4 inches roughly.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, I mean they're good. I don't have any experience with that particular one, so I can't really speak to that. But I do know they make good firearms.
Yes, they do. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Sorry, I clicked off. Okay. Also, Zeke, our other.
Oh, is he here?
Yes, Zeke's
Oh,
here.
Your
Shout out,
message
Zeke.
probably went to all of the request page, so I will go in there and I'll find that for you there, Hossman.
Yes.
maybe-
Also, message on Facebook.
Yeah.
He's also another one we need to do a special package for.
Gotcha. I'll keep an eye out for that, Zeke.
And for those who don't know, I'm just going to give some context because John also wasn't here. They had some extremely generous donations, which, to be honest with you, they were like $100 a piece. I cannot say 100%. Like, I want everybody to do that because that's a lot of money. But for those who do, thank you so much. And we're sending them out a package for like a swag pack.
Heck yeah.
Wilson Combat Carry.
Yeah, the Wilson Combat
Ooh.
Carry subcompact will be the best till 2030 for CCW.
Mm.
The only question is, what is second best? Ooh.
So, okay, let's rank them, and chat, help us with this. So right here, us three, based on the experiences that we have, for one, this is like hot takes. Hot or not?
Glock 19.
Ooh, not the 43X?
Glock
No.
19 superior.
Eliza?
I prefer the 19 if I can get away with concealing it.
Ooh,
So
okay.
I like the 43X. Okay.
Yeah.
I will say this. So we do have a demonstration coming up. So go ahead and pop that on the screen, Joshua, and put us in a 3-window chat. I will say the Glock 19, I want that Gen 6. There we go. that Gen 6 with the new ergonomics and everything that they put on there.
The back strap, especially the undercut they did too. I appreciate that. That's one thing.
Just upgrade the sights.
Upgrade the sights. Unless you get like a special edition one.
Go ahead and take the comment off. Hide that comment as well so we can see that.
Yes.
Awesome.
I just have to. I'm sorry. I have to jump in. Shiny Jars and Zeke are talking, and
yeah.
He goes. Shiny Jars goes round 2. LOL. You're gonna need your credit card. Y'all are hilarious. Please. Y'all don't have to do all.
Wild.
Y'all are wild.
That's look. I don't want anybody to go into debt. Now I'm being genuine here because I am pretty big on finance myself, and again, I appreciate everything, every donation that anybody ever makes, but
we don't ask.
I don't want anybody to go into debt. I would rather do something else, find another way to make it up to you, other than you have to pay that much. So
yeah, we just have fun. We just have fun.
But we love you guys, like genuinely.
We
Thank
do.
you.
Somebody was talking about Bodyguard 2.0. That's a big one that I recommend too, because it's like, you know, you have your 380 and it's still a really good option. You know, 9mm short, essentially, right?
What's up, Jeremiah?
So yeah, somebody mentioned Bodyguard 2.0. I love that one. I really do love that one for my ladies too. That's something that I recommend a lot.
Love the Bodyguard. I know some people with bigger hands have a problem with the
do.
slide because sometimes it'll like when you're shooting it, the slide will get caught on your hand.
Yes.
and it kind of causes a malfunction. I have not had that problem.
And you can learn to work around it too, because
Yeah.
that's the other thing. Like a friend of mine, he's like 6'4", carries a Bodyguard 2.0. His hands are massive, but he carries a Bodyguard 2.0. So
Yes.
you definitely find your. It is just something to note though that yes, those with bigger hands just work around it.
Jeremiah says, "What's up, Classic?" So I just want to say what's up to you. Thank you for joining us today.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I don't want to block this, but this is funny. I must be a heathen. I carry a Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 10mm.
Based, incredibly
Nice.
based.
Nice.
You must be worried about bears. You must be like, what do they say? Corn fed in like Alabama.
My
right?
mom conceals carries a 10mm in her purse. She's all right. You do you.
Trump hands.
Carlos.
Not quite that bad. They're not
That's
like
funny.
little baby hands. But they are pretty small. Go ahead.
Carla says, my wife just told me to get off the channel. I don't need any more toys. Credit card's locked.
That's hilarious. But you know, I think we've all been there at least once or twice.
Ooh, and then so Raina, use the extended mag for Smith & Wesson Bodyguard
Ooh, that's a good
2.0. A
point.
girl
That's
with
a
man
really, really
hands.
good
That's a
point.
great point. Thank you, Raina. Somebody said might as well carry a Desert Eagle.
Thoughts on
Nice.
carrying the SIG 211 GTO? Look, brother, if you want to conceal carry a 2011, go for it. But
All right.
I don't know
So
if I could recommend it per se. Maybe like a smaller one. It's a 5-inch barrel.
Yeah.
all right, perfect. We got background music now.
Ooh,
But
Artsy.
yes, that calms everybody down.
Yeah.
So Jason would say he can conceal carry anything. He's a larger frame human being. Like I'm not saying he's like fat or anything like
I'm
that.
telling him you said that.
He's a tall dude,
He is.
and he's got broad shoulders. He's got long legs.
Yeah.
He's like what, 6'3"?
Yeah, I mean, he can still carry a Glock 17
Says
every
he carries
day.
a 34 in the winter.
Wild.
Crazy work.
Yeah. So some people can get away with it. If you can get away with it, more power to you. But I want something a little more drop safe than a 2011, if I'm being honest, because something bangs into you and that hammer.
I mean, there are drop safe 2011s. Like Staccato does make some
It's true.
good, like more
I'm just
concealed.
nervous about it, you know? Like,
I know the new Staccato HD, especially the I can't remember the newest one was called, but I know that one is drop safe because it's like the HD line.
Kind of along this line. So would any of you carry a Springfield 1911 as your concealed?
yes. So I wouldn't make it my dominant, but like for a short period of time, I can see myself doing it, or maybe on occasion, like a 45 or something. But
It made me feel cool.
they're thin. They're actually quite
They
thin.
are.
And those things are extremely accurate with iron sights even.
Mm.
I remember Kaya brought to the range I think it was a T-Sauce one. It
Mhm.
was 45.
Was it the Raider?
I think so. And he said, here, shoot this. And 8 rounds in it. So I'm like, okay, great. I first shot at like 50 yards right on the steel. I was like, okay, cool. I'm a decent shooter when it comes to iron sights, but when you pick up a new gun for the first time, it's not always just like, you don't always just pick it up, immediately shoot it without doing too much aiming, and you get it right away.
Yeah.
And then the rest of every single other shot, I'm not kidding. You can call him. He will verify it. I hit every single shot on that, and I was shooting quickly.
You're right, Jerry. The P211 is drop safe. I could not remember the specifics if
Boom.
it was, but
Thank you.
appreciate you for the
That's-
reminder.
They did mention that as being a big deal in that particular one.
The 211's an awesome gun. That thing shoots flat.
Shadow Systems XR920. I actually am unfamiliar.
Ooh. Shadow System. Yes.
Oh, is
so,
that the?
I don't know that one
That's the smaller one.
specifically.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We had
I
a
did
warrior.
review on that.
We had a Warrior Poet Society version of that too.
We
Had the
did.
comp
Remember-
on there.
You remember I almost
Nice.
bought that one?
Yeah, I do. I did it. I did a. We did
Right.
a. Didn't you and I do the video on
Uh-huh.
that? Yeah, that was a good time.
So we can go ahead and switch over. We have a demonstration as well. That one actually went up against the SIG P365 for me, and I ended up picking the P365 over that Shadow Systems. We also have a super chat.
Yes.
So Eliza, can you read that for us?
Absolutely. I don't know why I said it like that. I am an Army vet and medic. Thank you for your service.
Preach.
I carry a Smith & Wesson 2.0 metal frame, no
Nice.
polymer performance center with carry comp.
Oh.
Love that one, by the way.
Yeah.
Love that one.
I do have a question
and
for
thank you
you.
for the super chat.
What's his name? Veteran's Beard.
Nice.
That's a fun name.
Veteran Redbeard.
Yeah,
Veteran
veteran
Redbeard.
Redbeard.
It goes hard.
My screen's a little
does.
small. So with that, how do you feel about the comp on there? Is that something you would repurchase as a comp on a carry gun? So we've done a video on that, and the concern is at night the comp produces more flash kind of back to your face rather than someone else's face. Give me your thoughts on that. I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's another question.
Mhm.
If this thing will work, so that's cool. I got it.
I would say
everybody's
listen to
I
it.
fine.
currently
Video music.
carry the wife's grandfather's SIG. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, somebody else said I currently carry the wife's grandfather's SIG 38H from World War II.
Okay,
Ah,
Corey.
dude, that's
Baller.
cool. That's as John would say.
Based.
Based. The question on the screen: Glock 23, good carry gun.
Yeah. Okay. Is
Glock
that the fat one?
Glock 26 superiority.
I would agree with that. Glock
Yeah, I agree.
26.
Also, what do we have on the screen? We can discuss that for a second as
Yeah,
well.
let's do that.
Oh yeah, what do we
Let
have
me
up there?
hide this.
Yeah. Okay. So that is a fatter one. I don't know. I'm just not really a fan of
Is that
the 40
Is that
Smith
the
& Wesson.
Mac 9 DS
The 23.
comp?
So yeah, we have
Yeah.
what looks like a Glock 19 and it's a Gen 6 Glock 19 and the Smith & Wesson, I believe. Not Smith &
no,
Wesson. Sorry,
That's the Mac 9
the
DS
Mac
comp.
9.
That's the 5-inch one.
Yes.
So that thing's actually a really cool 2011. I actually almost bought one. Shooting that thing, it's quite comparable to a Staccato XC. It looks like a Staccato XC because of the whole island comp thing.
Yeah.
If you are interested in like a lower budget kind of 2011, that thing is really, really good.
Yeah.
And the cool part is you're really not that much into it if you get it, and plus you can do a bunch of internal upgrades on 2011 and stuff like that and really just
Yeah.
kind of make it your own. So I would highly recommend something like that to someone.
Mhm.
I
We
want-
can go ahead and remove that from the screen and give us back our full screens.
All right. A question here.
Yes.
Would you guys carry with a suppressor?
I don't think so.
Well, it depends on how. I mean, like the Hush Puppy maybe could be somewhat doable, but I don't really.
Well,
I
so
don't even
here's
know
the
how
thing.
you would do
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Okay. As a guy, Eliza, close your ears. As a guy, if you're appendix carrying, you're gonna have some things interfering with some other things at that point. Like when you sit
Can
down,
you explain
I'm a
that?
4
I don't
o'clock carry. I'm
understand.
sorry. Appendix carry freaks me out. It just is what it is.
like that, it seems uncomfortable. Just like flat out
It
uncomfortable.
makes me uncomfortable for multiple reasons. But yeah, 4 o'clock carry.
Although, then at least, never mind. I'm not gonna say the next statement. We're just gonna go move on. Oh, we have another super chat.
Yeah. Wait. Who
Somebody
said
said-
the G26?
Oh,
like
is
the
that
founders
Shiny
intended?
Jars? I'm
yes,
sorry.
sir.
1999.
Wow.
I think Shiny Jars is our number one, and we are developing a leaderboard as well because of you guys and that last stream. What's the question?
I think it's just a statement.
Staccato
Oh, yeah, it is
I
what it is
carry
there.
a Staccato CS24 or a Smith & Wesson 340 PD.
Mm.
It's an ultra lightweight 11.2 to 11.8 ounce 5-shot 357 Magnum revolver.
Oh,
Jeez, he's a
man.
G, man.
So
Shiny Jars is a G.
Based.
yeah, absolutely. I don't know that that's the most efficient thing in the world, though. And Shiny Jars, if I can be devil's advocate, if that's okay, like capacity, right? And now I do agree, you shouldn't necessarily need all the capacity, right? You should be able to do it with a couple shots.
I still, capacity will like. I still think it can be king. I mean,
yes.
it is subjective at the end of the day.
But like as far as stopping power, I'm not going to beat you with an eye mill. So you win there. Yes, ma'am.
No, I was
These
just
are fair
laughing at you.
takes.
Oh,
Thank you again, Shiny Jars. Okay, if I could ever figure out how to do this. All right, Brandon, why are you muted?
leave me muted.
Oh.
So this is gonna be fun. We are all going through your audio that's plugged into these
Oh, cool,
mics.
cool. Okay. I don't know technology.
That's okay.
I just like to shoot guns and do jujitsu. Okay. I got the Walther PDP F series, F for wife. Love it. Because she can also rack easily. Very true. She has wrist issues. For her, it's that or the Ruger SEC Sec. Ruger Sec.
That one with the index finger.
But 380 can rack that one with an index finger and thumb. Nice.
Nice.
Love
So-
the Walther PDP-F.
The PDP-F series is incredible. That was another thing that I actually compared against the SIG. The only reason why I didn't go with that one is because it was kind of sharp. It was my biggest issues with that. That grip's incredible. I don't know why they just put that for like F for female, right? That was their whole marketing thing. They should have marketed it to everybody. It was great. Yeah, there it is. Look at that. Go ahead and get rid of that
Yeah.
comment.
I'm trying. It doesn't. It's not giving me like one of those like hide. What is happening,
That's okay. We'll get there eventually.
guys? You'll see me get my.
While you're
rearing
figuring
kicked.
that out, I'm going to read this comment real quick. We have somebody from the Rumble platform, which doesn't comment very often, says, I'm just here to contribute to the Rumble chat and represent the superior platform.
Nice, hilarious.
Anyway, moving on. Thank you for being there on Rumble. We appreciate you because this is actually relatively new that we're streaming to Rumble.
They are cracking me up.
Zeke's got a
Zeke
dinner
and
meeting.
Shiny Jars are cracking me up in the
What are they
comments.
saying?
Shiny Jar says, "You're lucky I have a dinner meeting. LOL. Next week it's on." I love this
Zeke says
community.
that. Yeah.
I love this community.
Yeah, you guys are great. It has been a ton of fun. We'll take a comment break for just a second. Like Eliza, you've been here with me through a lot of them. John, you've seen a lot of them. It has been great to actually get to know everybody
Yeah.
and to sit here and actually have legitimate conversations
Yeah.
because it kind of helps open our minds up sometimes too. We're in this this room and around of the same people every day, so we kind of get like narrow tunnel vision. So it's always nice to hear other people's thoughts.
Yeah.
I think Kent Williamson's asking about enclosed red dots, not
Yes.
enclosed
Yes,
reports.
this is on Rumble.
Right.
There's
Can
two.
I go ahead and get rid of that?
There's two schools of thought.
Yes,
That right.
absolutely.
We have a lot of arguments here about the enclosed and open red dots. Jason
yes.
is one who is always for the enclosed. That man will live and die by the acro. Now, don't ask him how many acros he's had to send back to Aimpoint because they broke. Personally, I'm an open dot guy. I love RMR. Trijicon RMRs go to. RMR HD is also a really, really solid option.
Well, okay. I'm going to be your devil's advocate here.
Hit me.
That Hollow Sun EPS carry. It is small
I will give you that one.
and it's enclosed.
The new Sig Romeo X optic, that enclosed one.
Love it.
That's a really
I-
good one too.
I
That's
have
on
that
the
one.
that's on the
That one.
211 actually. I really like that.
Oh, you had the full size one,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
Or you have
It
had
has, yes.
that one. Was cool. I have the small one, the little carry
Oh
one.
yeah, okay, yeah. That's on the lugs, isn't it?
Mhm. Yeah,
Nice.
that one shoots very flat,
Mm-hmm.
very flat.
Yes, it does. I love it so much. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. What MOA dot do y'all recommend for close up to mid range?
Okay. We actually have had this argument a lot too. So this is another one of those times where like I don't think there's necessarily a wrong answer, but there is some that make more sense than others. Go ahead and pull up that third screen. It looks like we have an enclosed and a non-enclosed dot up.
I think they're both enclosed.
Both enclosed? They're both enclosed. So these are examples of a couple of enclosed ones that are gigantic.
I think that is the one of them Trijicon and the other I think it's an acro.
Yeah.
The mailbox.
The mailbox.
Yes, the big. That's what people see when they say enclosed.
Right.
So MOA, like I don't know. I have a lot of them. I have like the 3, the 6. I have a bunch of random MOAs.
Mhm.
I don't really notice them that much because on my carry guns, I like to have the circle dot. So the circle helps me quickly gain sight of the dot, and then the dot itself, obviously, you're shooting the dot. So I kind of go 3 MOA
Mm.
just naturally, but I don't think there's really a wrong answer unless if you're trying to go for distance when you
Right,
get small
right.
dot. Your guys' thoughts?
I mean, I'm kind of right there with you. I mean,
Mhm.
historically, because I've more so recently got into the red dot world because
Yeah.
I was I was an iron sight girl for a long time. But as I have the Romeo X. I also have the Vortex Defender. I think it was. Can't remember off the top of my head what
Defender's
those are,
open, right?
No,
No, it was
it's
enclosed one.
enclosed.
Okay.
Yeah. I like both of those a lot, so I would say whatever those are.
Yeah.
I think they are both 3.
Usually, I'm pretty sure a lot of times the closed dots are you usually have the option, and they're more expensive depending on which ones you get. But
Yeah, that was half the reason why I didn't get into red dots for a minute.
Shiny Jars is kind of agreeing. He says 3 is a good middle ground.
Mhm.
You can go crazy with it if you really want.
Right.
But it's the concealed carry gun is going to be used in statistically 5 to 15 feet at most. What's that? 3 to 7 yards at most.
Yeah.
So
right. You don't need anything crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a super chat.
Oh,
Thank
boy.
you so very much. I don't know how to say that. Metivas. Sorry.
Mativas.
Yeah,
Mativa. I'm just
Mativa.
gonna go with Mativa.
There we go. I carry an M&P 5.7 under the arm.
Oh, like one of those like the
Oh.
bandolier holsters, like
Miami
Uncharted.
Vice.
Dude, that's cool.
That's
Based.
so cool.
So I have a question then. Police? Are you an officer of some type? Like maybe a
Just
detective or
going for the
something?
John McClane look.
There we
Die
go.
Hard.
Yeah, that's really cool. I have never actually carried like that. I do not have any law enforcement or military experience. Just want to make sure that's
I wore
clear.
one for a Halloween costume one time. Looked pretty cool.
I can see you walking in with the Walking Dead's what's his name?
Shane.
No, the lead character.
Rick?
Oh, thank you, Rick Grimes. You know how he has that giant revolver,
The Python.
the python.
Well, I couldn't. I was doing a trunk or treat event, so but I still looked cool with it.
What is
So this is a different one.
Yeah.
A side note, but so from Surfing Bird, I think I've got a Taurus 709 super cheap gun that my dad gave me. I put around 100 rounds through without an issue. Would you recommend eventually getting something better, or is that sufficient enough for simple home defense and occasional conceal? So may I speak to that one?
absolutely?
So I would recommend, if it's something that you're depending your life on, I do think that the investment is worth it, right? And you have something that can hold you over in the meantime, right? But my personal opinion would be to upgrade and get something that you know is going to be reliable, because not to shame Taurus, I'm not the biggest fan.
A lot of people carry Tauruses.
And that's totally fine. I will say something that I like, if I'm going to depend my life on it, is to have something that is,
Can't put a price tag on your life.
you can't put a price on
You
it
can't
on your
put a
life,
price
right?
tag. If you're comfortable with that, keep training with it and get better. I mean, here's the thing: the more you train with just overall, you're going to eventually want to just level up in some capacity. So
Right.
just keep training with that. If you're comfortable with that, keep working with it. If you're not ready to, or you can't afford it right now, just keep training with that. That's all that really matters at the end of the day, is training. And like I said, though, you really can't put a price tag on your life, but we don't know everyone's situations.
Well, and I kind of see getting into firearms, kind of like getting into your more advanced computers and things like that. A lot of times people will start at one spot. Do I like this? Do I hate this?
Oh yeah, and you just keep going up.
And then you kind of build off of that,
It's
right?
like building a gaming PC.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly where I'm getting at with that.
Yeah, it is definitely worth getting something that you really love too, because if you're carrying it around all the time,
Yeah.
you do want something.
We go kind of crazy with that here,
Yeah,
but
we
yes,
do. We get a little excited. We get a little excited.
just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Prime Radiant's cool.
Yeah. So the next question is, how do you guys feel about the Prime Radian?
Oh yeah. So we haven't shot it yet, but let's think about this for a second. The
Okay.
Prime, when it came out, was unanimously agreed by everybody who grabbed it, a huge step up from the regular carries that Canik had.
Right.
MC9, yeah.
Thank you. The MC9 and MC9L.
Mm-hmm.
It was very comfortable to hold, and it shot pretty good,
Mm.
but it had ports.
Mm.
Now you take away the ports, you give it a full-blown comp.
Right.
That thing should be a flat shooter. I'm excited to get my hands on that
The
thing.
back strap's really great too. I know the back strap's more like the secondary accessory on there, but the grip purchase that you do get on there and the angle of it, from when I did hold it at SHOT Show and when I was at EWA, 11 out of 10 time.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
All right, and we also have a super chat.
Where it's not coming up.
Dun, dun,
Was
dun,
that the?
dun,
Or
dun.
is that the one with the carry under the arm?
Oh yeah, I'm way far behind.
Catch up, Brandon.
My bad. My bad.
Oh, I have to do this one. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Have any recommendations for women carry ways? Yes, I have a lot of recommendations. Okay.
You
Starting
just
out-
made her whole night.
You
I
hate
just want you to know that.
made my whole night. So thank you, Killer Bears. Nice, love it.
That's a cool name.
Biggest recommendations would be hybrid, like so it's like on body, off body kind of. So it's like not a purse. I don't recommend carrying in a purse that can be snatched, you know. And then it's also a more difficult draw situation. So Vertex 2.0 or Vertex Everyday Carry 2.0 fanny pack, fantastic.
Because it's attached to
Because
you.
it's attached to you. That's why it's like hybrid, because it's still on body.
Mhm.
I would say the Sophia bag from Zendira, Zendira. Look into the Zendira bags; they're also really great. But the Sophia it's like a fanny pack, but it's like a nice looking one, so nobody ever knows that there's a gun in there. Because like some of the fanny packs that are out there,
Yes.
they kind of really look like a tactical fanny pack.
Yes,
so.
and you did a video where you
I did.
showcased this one.
Thank you. Yes. Actually, I could just tell you,
Mhm.
go watch my video of Eliza's everyday pocket dump. That it'll give you all of the recommendations, holsters, bags, methods of carry.
And for that bag, because I'm curious,
Yeah.
can you describe why that one is one that you choose, other than just it being kind of
Yeah.
looking like a normal bag? Like what makes it unique?
Yeah, so it has industrial level magnets on it, so it's hard to just be pulled open. But if you chop it, I'll just say chop it because it's kind of like a chop.
Yeah.
It's easy to open, and the draw time, I mean, it's like from Concealed, it's like down to like I've gotten mine down to like a second, right? Because it's really quick, it's really easy, and it's also got all of the materials like cut resistant webbing on the strap, so nobody can come cut it off of you.
That's cool.
That's so sick. And it's real leather, so it is on the pricier side. That's why I say like kind of know your budget, because the Vertex fanny pack is more digestible, but the Sophia bag does come with a holster, so that's also really nice. The Cake Conceal bag, that's another good one. I like Cake Conceal carry.
And
This is so funny to me. Eliza has the enthusiasm of a girl in a sundress with pockets who sees an opportunity to tell someone that her dress has pockets. Yes, you get me. You get me.
dude, that is actually
That's a good
crazy
compliment.
accurate.
That is a good
hilarious.
Also,
compliment.
like 4 above that, Shiny Jars made a comment that I thought was pretty good.
Yeah.
Because we asked him about the comp.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. There it is. That one.
Yep.
If you're going to be outside, you could carry a comp, but if it's something that you're going to be carrying and going in and out of vehicles like a daily driver, probably not a good idea. Fantastic point.
Yes, and
Yes, sir.
I thought that was a
Fantastic point.
great way to like sum that up too.
Yeah.
Because like what people may not realize, if you shoot outdoors a lot and then you shoot inside, like the boom is just different, especially if you have a comp. It's way louder. That boom, that concussiveness that happens on that comp is significant indoors and in small spaces,
Yes.
which is one of the reasons why we kind of encourage you not to carry with a comp.
Right.
Although there can be some scenarios where I can see you doing it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Here we go.
And Killer Bears, by the way, says thank you. Definitely look for the video.
Beautiful.
Just wanna say
Yes. Go check it out. Leave me a comment. See if you like it. And tell
Mhm.
me if you like it. Any recommendations for barrel length regarding a 38 special? The first thing that came to my mind is my new lever action.
Yeah, get a lever action.
Get a lever
Conceal
action.
carry a lever action.
It's back the way you came.
Wait,
And
what am I?
technically, you could John Wick 4.
Well, and
Mad
what am
Pig
I?
Customs, you can do the breakdown thing, and you're what's it called? Homesteader.
Yes, I was gonna say that. But one of my favorite of all time outside the warehouse videos was when Adam from Canic himself came here, and it was a guess what I'm concealed carrying,
Oh,
and because Adam is like
Oh,
7 foot
man.
tall. I actually
That
don't
was
know
a
his
fun.
height.
That was a
me and
fun
Adam are the
thumbnail.
same
Oh.
height.
What, Adam, you look up to Adam like I look
know.
up to you.
Yeah, Adam's signature is like nearly all
Up
the way at the
up
top.
We can, oh, you
Up
can't
there.
see it.
You can't even reach it.
He is an amazing person, but like
Yeah.
he's super tall. So what was the biggest gun he held? I think it was like a Mosin. I think he got a
He put the
Mosin.
gold Tommy gun. He concealed the gold Tommy gun with the drum mag.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was.
And like it was actually hard to tell.
That's crazy.
So okay, let's move on.
Before we do have another super chat, but
Woo.
before I get into that, so Metavis, he said I did a rewrite on my super chat.
Okay.
So it might be kind of far back in the comments now.
I'll
So
look
I'm going
for
to
it.
talk to. Okay, yeah, you can look.
Go ahead and go to the next one. I'll look for
Perfect. Thank you. A little big one. Okay. Matt Floyd. Okay, thank you. That I would stand in line to fight a bear for a chance to meet Eliza. I'm so flattered and I'm blushing and I'm gonna be real. But he says also I carry a Glock 43X with Radian Ramjet, Radian Magwell, nice. Trigger undercut, solid. Knuckle undercut, nice. Timney trigger shoe, factory minus connector, and TLR7 sub.
Dang.
I like that you specified the Timney trigger shoe.
Yeah.
Carrying with a Timney trigger is it's a little sketchy. I don't want to say sketchy. It's maybe questionable more
Yeah,
so, but the
they
fact
could
that
be
you're
in
using the shoe, ball. I'd
That's
love
true.
to see it.
I that's exactly what I was gonna say. That would be one I would actually consider. Like if you submit that to Bust Your Builds, we might actually be able to get a pistol on a Bust Your Builds. That would be a
He
fun
said
one.
shoe only.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what?
He replied to what you were saying. Shoe
who?
only.
Shiny?
No, Matt Floyd.
That's what we're
Okay.
talking about.
That's right.
Yeah, I was just.
Oh, okay.
He just. I don't know. I'm reporting what he said.
Oh, we love the reporting.
Yes. But yeah, very nice. Very nice. I do love it. I do love this community because people get so excited about like what they've got, and I just always love hearing people's excitement. Like, look, I have pockets in this dress. Me.
I only see a couple super chats from Mavis, Metabus.
It might have been the one where you misspelled red dot.
Could
maybe.
Then maybe
Just write it in the regular chat
Write it in the
because
regular
I
chat.
see
Don't
I
do the
carry
super chat.
with a Smith & Wesson 5.7 under the arm.
Mhm.
I think that was the way that one was.
Maybe,
And-
yeah.
It says I carry a Smith & Wesson. Oh, I see. I carry a Smith & Wesson with a suppressor
Oh.
under the arm. That's what he's talking about.
Whoa. Dude, even
So
more of a G.
Based. That's
Even more
cool.
of a G.
That's
I think
cool.
he just proved to us though how you can carry a suppressor on a concealed carry.
Right. It's just under the
You have to
arm.
do it under the arm because that's the place you have no space for it. But why?
Why not? That sounds sick.
Yeah.
That's like some James Bond stuff. We need that thing. Down out.
Honestly, I'm curious. Like, I wonder how that would.
Like the draw. Like so I'm actually genuinely curious. Are you not worried about snagging that thing on the draw? Because you have to.
I mean, there are
Oh.
shorter 9mm suppressors that you can get
It's true.
too.
That's true. Yeah.
Well,
it's a 5.7.
Send
He
that
said
build
5.7.
into Bust Your Builds, sir, if you
It's
want.
5.7. So it'd be like a 20 cal suppressor.
Can you imagine though? You pick this guy to rob, and then he just pulls that out. Be like,
Oh, that'd be
I would start praying immediately.
I mean, you
that's
would
funny
question
though.
all your life choices at that point.
Yeah, no kidding. You're like, how did I get here? All right. So moving right along. Best concealed carry is a 454 Conceal. Sorry, when I click on the thing, it makes the writing tiny.
Yeah.
With an 8-inch barrel, best in bad guy to baloney miss technology, and you may be a slow draw, but you can't miss if the muzzle is touching the target.
There's a lot there.
There's a lot
There's
to
a lot
unpack
to go
there.
over there.
Interesting take.
I mean, 357, the same kind of thing, right?
Right.
I mean, okay, it's not the same as that caliber, so that's not what I'm saying. But as far as power goes, and even if the muzzle's touching, you're not going to have a misfire or anything.
Exceptional reference to Batman 1989,
Yes.
Mr. Tennessee.
Like that.
Yes.
I'll always remember that scene.
Yes, a 3-foot barrel. Ooh, fantastic idea. Should consider doing a Buster build for PCC.
Yeah, I will say
Ooh.
they don't really. I think I've mainly seen MP5s in there. I will say I'm usually the one to go through the Buster Builds email. So if you're sending stuff, checking it out, that's for sure. But yeah, we'd always love to see more PCCs, whether it be more MP5s. A cool tricked out MP5s, always really cool to see.
Hey, what time is it in Italy? Do you know?
6 hours ahead, so it is probably 12:05 a.m.
Okay, I was going to text. Yeah, never mind then.
It might be
They're out in Italy without us.
Well, we should pop up on there. They should know. I doubt they're watching, but they should know time wise when we usually do this. But all right, let's see. Say my name backwards.
Save them.
Yeah, it saved them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
We have the
We
Is it
all.
safe?
We,
Is it safe?
I mean, obviously, you guys know you're on the internet. Things get kind of weird, so we always,
Yeah.
whenever something comes up, we just gotta make sure.
Yes. Okay. I have a question. I've gotten a question.
Take the floor.
Question for Eliza. My wife wears leggings constantly. We saw you wearing a pair with pockets that she really liked in the PCC bracket round 1 video. What brand are they? I'm currently wearing them. I love them. I wear them all the time. It's Vakandi. I don't even remember how to spell it. I think it's Vakandi. Vakandi. They're fantastic. They also have mag pouches, so that's really fun. There's options without them. But yes, I love Vakandi, and they are squat proof.
Yeah, I wear them too.
Ooh, we have a super chat. Yeah, we should do an episode of where you.
I don't know that would be appropriate.
Wait, you have the super. Okay, first of all, the fact that you have a Surefire X300 on a Glock 43X. Yes, sir.
Dude,
Base.
Wow.
I love that.
can we get an example of that? Do we have that?
I don't know if we have an X300 in the video room. I think mine's at my apartment.
Dude.
Okay.
Fantastic. And also, thank you again, guys, so much for these
$20
super
super
chats. We
chat.
appreciate you.
I'm gonna
guys.
pause for like 2 seconds and just thank you. Like that's a lot of money for a super chat. Thank you. We appreciate that very much.
Oh, it was the X300 on the 45, not the 40.
Yes.
I take back the base statement.
Well, that's still based. It's
Well,
still
yeah,
based.
but like, you know,
That's like legit though.
technically,
It's pretty close to the door knock special. What's that Jason talks about?
rolling special.
Rolling special. Thank
It's
you.
a 19.
I know. Well, 45, 19.
yeah,
Longer
yeah.
grip. You know.
This is true. Still cool though.
Yeah.
That's
And
awesome, man.
same radiant goodies with the X300 Turbo, SRO agency arms. Like, dang, dude, that's like
This guy knows ball.
that's
Yeah.
Gucci. I want to.
Submit that to Buster Builds, dude.
We
I
should
want
do
to see it.
We should do a concealed carry version of Buster Builds. Like,
Ooh, that would be cool.
Yes.
actually.
honest to goodness, that
Show
would
off
be.
like the holster light dot
Yeah.
and kind of rate it off of those things. I think
Write
that'd
that
be
down.
cool.
Write that down. That's awesome, man.
we got to record it. It's on video, so we need it right now.
That's true. That is true.
And we got another super chat.
We did, but before we do that one, because
Yes.
Mehmet he says it's a rimfire suppressor.
Yeah. So 22 suppressor.
Mm-hmm. All right, shiny jars. We just love you, man. Most 38 special revolvers, 2-inch to 4-inch range. Bottom line revolvers, measured barrel only, excluding cylinder, semi-autos, equals full barrel, including chamber. Revolvers lose velocity even at the same listed length. Interesting. I didn't,
So
dude, he knows so much.
I know.
This guy knows ball.
I do want to actually talk. So we don't know a ton about revolvers. I have a really good friend. We met over at John. Were you there? Oklahoma. Yeah, you were there. You remember Mitch?
I love Mitch.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mitch.
He's working. He texted me the other day. He's working for somebody else.
Oh, nice.
But yes, so he's a huge revolver guy. He sent me a book. Like you can see it on my desk right now. It's got the word revolver on it.
Yeah, he did send you that book. I forgot about that.
So you guys, I feel like you guys would get along really well. But I would like to learn more about revolvers.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm I've shot a few, and that's about where my extensive knowledge
I shot a
goes.
500.
Whoa.
The 500 Nitro.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, another super chat. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
yes.
Tactical Bigfoot, amazing, hilarious. ICCW is CZP10.
Yes.
Nice. See, SR DPP TRL1 HPX with 17 round mags, Organic MC9L.
Mechanic, MO4. So that's their optic that they have.
Nice. Okay.
Good.
I did not know that. With TLR7 HX. Oh my gosh.
I
There's
believe
so
in
many
you.
letters.
I believe in you.
HLX sub.
Look at me. Look at me. Look
Struggling.
at me.
I can do this. I can read.
That's
Now-
a cool build, man. That's a
So-
really cool build.
That is a really cool build.
I'm actually really curious because this guy can answer a question that a lot of people probably have, at least CZ fan. The CZ P10C versus the Canic. Which one do you like better?
Ooh, good
And
question.
why? Because I am partial. I love CZ. I also, my first loves were Canics. I had the TP9 Elite SC and the TP9 Elite Combat. Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, Brandon.
Yes, go. Who would win in a fight? Eliza with one arm behind her back and left eye covered up, or Brandon? You know what? If you got one
Outside
arm
the
behind your
warehouse.
back, Yes.
We should test this.
If you got one arm tied behind your back and one eye closed, I think I could win that one. I think I win. For the record, I don't think I'd beat her in a real fight. Because it wouldn't be like a fist fight. It would probably be like a jiu-jitsu fight. And I'm not winning that at all.
I don't know, but you got that low center of gravity, Brandon. Hey, what did Dalton say in Roadhouse? You take the biggest guy in the world, take out his knee, and it'll drop like a stone. You got
Take
it.
out my knee and I will rage. I will rage.
I'm also afraid of that.
Valid take.
That is funny though. One day it will happen.
One day we'll do it.
We're gonna go.
I'll be there to film it.
Outside the warehouse, yet again, I keep saying. All right, on the topic of revolvers, what are your thoughts on the Chipper Rhino revolvers?
Chiappa.
Funny.
I cannot stand shooting those things.
Oh.
I was actually about to talk about shooting that when we were talking about revolvers earlier.
Yeah.
The grip on that thing, because it's just so exceptional comment.
Oh, I about lost my drink.
That's
It hurts. I swallowed it on the wrong tube. Hang on.
Yeah, the Chiapparano, not a fan. It looks cool though.
Yeah.
Oh, my eyes are watering. That I actually swallowed that in like the most painful way possible.
Chill.
No homo. But Chiappa Rhino, awesome. Love that thing. It's actually a lot of fun to shoot. That thing, I mean, you got to hold it right.
I'm good.
One of those.
You guys have fun with that.
It's good.
I'm good. I'll watch y'all shoot it though. It does look cool.
You know what comment we need to put up next. You know what? I'm
down
gonna
to
start saying that. That's actually pretty good. I appreciate
You are
it.
down to earth, Brandon.
I'll take that as
Yeah,
a
you are.
compliment.
Anyways, Colt Python or nothing.
I mean,
Based.
if you've shot a Colt Python and you shot other revolvers, Colt Python's amazing.
Good. Very good. Very good. Okay. So
Okay.
before we get into this one, I just want to
Yes.
say I am sorry to everybody that we like. I feel like the questions get more attention usually than some of y'all's builds, but I have been reading
Yes.
through, and we try to read through, but we kind of come on here to answer questions. But we appreciate you guys telling us what you use because it's really awesome, and we like to review it afterwards. too,
Especially
but-
when it's really detailed.
Yes.
We love.
Yes,
talking
we
about that.
like the details.
Yes. So sorry if I've missed anybody's builds. It's not because they're not.
There she is. There's the
but-
Chiappa. Ugh.
Wait, hold on, let me
Please hold.
hide. There we go.
Oh,
But yes,
yeah.
thank you guys for telling us.
She's a beaut.
Very pretty.
Clark.
She's a beaut.
And to be honest with you, that's one of those like Call of Duty Modern Warfare guns.
Yeah, no kidding.
I liked that thing because it's Suicide Squad with
Dual wield.
that's what Harley Quinn used.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're right. All right, let's get to
Um,
your question, Eliza, that you had up.
Okay, let me.
Or your
where-
statement.
My okay, well, this is the one that we were looking at, but Glock 45, Radiant Guardian 6 plate, and BUIS. BUIS.
Mhm.
I'm still learning some of this stuff, guys. Bear with me.
okay.
Radiant Ramjet 507 comp RDS.
Nice.
Nice. CAGWorks extended and raised slide release. Love
Double
that.
nice.
Very nice. Glock performance trigger, X300, Glock +2 extension with a 24 rounder in the pocket. Let's go, buddy.
Dude, you got some capacity. I mean, if capacity is king, I think you win, except for the guy with the Flex Raider. The P365 one has
Hey, Flex Bros.
Flex Bros.
Nice. Also, Steven M 6065. If we've missed yours, so sorry. Send another one and I'll make sure to put it
I
up.
haven't seen that actually.
I'll look for it.
Don't know if I have.
Go ahead.
Okay, here's another one while we wait for that in the meantime. But my mom with weak hands got the FUD lore of you just need a 38 special 357 revolver.
Yeah.
I missed what good lady guns you'd recommend. So with weaker hands, I would say Bodyguard 2.0 is a really good option. I would say probably stick with the 380 in that case, because 380 is still very manageable, and that's what the women that I work with that might not have super strong hands. I go with the 380. So either the Sig Lux is a great option for 380, the Beretta Cheetah, if you're Beretta type, Beretta Cheetah is also 380, and Sig also makes, if you don't want to go the Lux, which is the bougier, more expensive option.
I think it's nice.
$1,200.
It's nice though.
Heck yeah, brother.
It's like the flattest
It
shooting
is
one.
so flat.
It's like a 2011.
It
it's pretty
really
cool.
is.
But you
It
got to
really
commit
is.
some dough to that one.
You do.
You're not just spending bucks, you're spending dollars at
You
that point.
spend $. So I would recommend also looking into like the 365, 380 version.
Yeah.
So those are some other good options. So hopefully I answered it. All right.
I'm like halfway through. I swear I've seen his photo before, but I don't recall the comments. So Steve, go ahead and ask us the question again.
P320 chassis. got one of those laying around in here,
Yeah,
actually.
we do.
All right, what was it?
Perhaps cheetah in 32 ACP.
All right, we are.
Snub nose revolvers are not outdated for concealed carry because you can put them in your pocket and pretend like you're a noir detective or something like that, and then you
Nice.
feel really cool the rest of the day. So no,
And we are at 50 minutes. So we are going to switch topics here in about 10. So last CCW questions, then we're moving on to
Yes.
truck guns and backpack guns. Are they worth it?
Nice.
far out.
Tactical Bigfoot gave us an answer to your prompt of which one. So I put it up there. But
Nice.
15 rounds, 1,500 rounds, 15 rounds, jeez. 1,500 rounds on both the
Not even a
MC.
full mag.
Not even a full mag. He's like, I've tried it, kind of. No, 1,500 rounds on both.
Mhm.
3 malfunctions with the CZ, but none on the Canic.
Oh.
I like the Canic a little more than the CZ. Interesting.
See, that's a
Very
great
interesting.
valid. First off, it's backed up with rounds and also malfunctions. It's a great valid take. I love that. Because I think Canic gets a lot of hate. They're one of the better value pistols that
Right.
you can get out there. I mean, what you get in the box,
Right.
a lot of times you can get everything you need in the box, whether it's their competition ones, their concealed carry ones, like whatever they have.
Yeah, they give you holsters, they give you
All of it.
multiple magazines, toolkits. I mean,
Yeah.
Canic's reliable. Canic's always been great.
I
So-
did have some malfunctions with mine when I first ran 115s through it.
Well, that's 115s though.
Yes, I had to run 124s for like the first couple hundred rounds.
Okay, so real quick.
Yep.
My CCW is an IWB fully loaded burrito and a fully loaded taco on the ankle. No armed.
What kind of
fist.
taco though? Like chicken, beef,
Nice.
al pastor?
And bean burrito or burrito?
Yeah, these are the questions we need to know. Your builds are important.
I meant
Nice.
beef burrito, not
Oh.
cheese. Because why would you just have it? That's a quesadilla.
All right. So we'll pop this up real quick.
Oh,
We do have 2 more super chats that I do want to get to.
yes.
Oh my
awesome.
gosh. Brandon, your computer thing, the fact that it doesn't scroll upwards on the button is
It's backwards. Yeah.
killing me.
Oh,
It's
I don't
inverted.
know why they
It's-
do that.
Well, that also.
Ooh,
Okay.
ooh, we got
So we have, speaking of 320 Flux.
That's the 320 strike.
that's
Just
the
kidding. Strike. I meant to say strike.
How dare you? I'm just kidding. So
Bro, I don't know these anymore.
Jason and I did a video on these, like a lot of the really backpack
Oh yeah, the
guns.
chassis ones. Those were fun.
Yeah, the chassis ones. This one is so good. Like there are so many good things about this one, but it's expensive to get it to this point that we have right here.
It feels good in the hand too, because it's
Yes.
it's aluminum, isn't it?
Yeah, this one they have a plastic or a polymer one
That's
as
it.
well. But yes, this particular one is aluminum and it's very expensive.
I will say the one thing I do like about this thing over the Flux is the slide release is a lot more ergonomic and it's easier to get to.
Mm.
Yeah,
So like you can literally
agree.
just send that thing home once you reload.
But the mags and switching
yes,
is
it's
so
not
much better
as-
on the Flux.
Yes, without a doubt. What does Jason say? There's no such thing as free lunch or something like that?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, they're great for different applications. So try them. Well, if you have the opportunity, try them both. If not, get the Flux. that was our recommendation in the video
I
because
love the Flux.
it was less expensive.
It's just cool.
All right. So thank you so much, Big Juan, for the super chat.
Thank you so much.
He says, I am big horizontally and struggle with a format to CCW.
Yes.
Which I've done off body
so.
with a Bando Bag XL. Nice.
Yeah.
And use a leisure carry pants clip when I try to appendix. I got a Canic Mete SFT. I have so much beef with that SFT, by the way. I've cut myself 3 times on it, and it has nothing to do with the fact that I won't learn my lesson of those front slide serrations.
comp.
He keeps calling me workman's comp now, but the SFT. I mean, I love the way it shoots. I'm just giving it.
Some of us are stubborn.
Yeah, some of us are very stubborn and have to learn many times the hard way. With a TRL 1HL and Swamp Fox Justice Optic. Today is hard.
well, eventually we'll learn.
Eventually we'll learn. Nice though. That's
a good build.
great.
Yeah.
That's a great build. Man.
So you said you're big horizontal. You struggle with the format to carry CCW. You've done leisure carry pants clips. So I am not a bigger person, so this could be completely invalid. But I found a holster with a sidecar. So I use an expensive one. It's the Haley Strategic and Safari Land combo.
Incog.
Incog X. and that one comes with a sidecar as well. That really allows that front, because it's very wide. It's like super wide for me. It's almost too wide, but it allows it to sit and flatten out the front so it doesn't look like I'm concealed carrying. Maybe that is something that can help you. Just a thought.
Absolutely. Very nice.
Oh, and your belt buckle needs to be on your right side or left side. You need to put it on your side.
Yes.
That's a good tip.
If
That's
you're
a very
bigger,
good tip.
yeah, because that pushes out more. If you take your belt buckle, move it over, you probably will be able to conceal it a little better.
All right. Trent says some people gamble, others comment on classic live videos. Love you, Trent. Thank you.
That's
Great.
That's a great comment.
Yeah.
Well, okay, at least here, we're gonna take a second because these last two from Big, I almost said John's Big Juan and Trent are you're guaranteed to get something here instead of gambling. You're gonna get at least talked to, and your comment is going to be read aloud to whoever's watching.
That is true.
Okay, we can move on.
No, that's so facts. Tim says, new shooter here. Just wanted to say love the videos. Thank you for the compliment. But he loves our videos, so we really appreciate y'all's support.
He does say Elias is awesome.
I,
What about John? Is John not awesome?
Oh Lord, no.
Why does he get no love?
Oof.
do y'all have any experience with the Arrowhead tactical concealed carry products? I actually have been interested in some of their stuff, but they have some interesting like clothes, like sweatshirts where you can like reach through the pocket. It's
So yes,
don't know if I like that.
no. So yeah, we actually have a pretty good amount of experience with Arrowhead. Joshua, do you still have that jacket from Arrowhead?
Was that the one that kind of like breaks
Yeah.
out
So-
from the pockets? That thing's pretty
The
neat.
pants. Okay, so I have their joggers too and their shorts.
Those are fantastic.
Their joggers are amazing. The shorts are kind of weird because I'm not used to wearing that kind of fabric for like gym shorts. It's a little thick for gym shorts. But their joggers are awesome, and that jacket is great. They're expensive though. I will say that it like I had to buy them in 2 separate orders. But the pants, the way that they work, and then that jacket, the way it rips out and you can easily get to your concealed carry, awesome. And you can have your hand on your concealed carry without looking like it's on your concealed carry. Gold. What?
This is so nice. And it's a super chat.
Oh,
I've watched hours of your videos for information and advice. I'm sure I can speak for most. I appreciate the time and energy spent on the videos that you guys and gals produce. Oh,
Thank you very much, Matt
you so
Floyd. Thank
much.
you. It's very kind.
yeah, that means a lot because we do spend a pretty good amount of time on it, and we very much so appreciate that.
Yeah.
These things take forever, a lot of brain power to put together.
Yeah. And you can see sometimes we're not working with a lot of brain power.
Especially at 6:23 after we went through a whole day of
Right.
doing a ton of stuff.
Okay. So there's another question that I think will segue us into the PCC truck gun.
Oh, nice.
But before, just one more for us to do, I think. But my friend's wife is looking for decently lightweight. I don't know what will was supposed to be, but lightweight CCW. What do you guys recommend? She carries a Kel-Tec 22 mag currently.
Oh,
So
Okay.
to reiterate, Bodyguard 2.0, I would say 380 if she's used to the 22. There's some other like good options for 22, but I would say 380 is not too far of a jump from a 22.
That's what
So I would say for a little bit more ballistic advantage, I would say jump up to a 380.
Shameless plug.
shout out to
shameless
them.
plug. No.
I love the people from Ballistic Advantage.
Great people.
They've
Love
literally made it so we've made probably like 7 videos with them in it now at this point.
I think
So many.
It's got to be a lot.
But yeah, just to have a little bit more stopping power, go 3.8 teller 380. Look into Bodyguard 2.0, SIG, anything of their like 380 line, where the 365 380 or the Lux, which is bougie. So
Yeah.
just to reiterate, and then
Bougie.
bougie. Trying to think
I
what
will
else.
say
Cheetah.
there was a comment as well. It says the QVO rain jacket. I don't have any experience with this one. I just Googled it as we were kind of like talking that last comment. It looks like it would work great. I mean, the only problem I have with a rain jacket though is if it's a good rain jacket, it traps in a lot of moisture. And if you want a rain jacket for a long period of time and it's humid out, we live in the South, so I don't know where you're at, but you just sweat a lot, and that gun will get wet.
Yeah. Okay, before we read this one,
Yes.
so LAH, I want to talk to him.
Okay.
He says, I'm in a 1500 budget for a new gun. What can I get next? I would say, can you give us a follow up of like,
Rifle.
are you talking
pistol.
rifle, pistol, backpack?
Yes,
Gun.
we love these questions.
We love these questions.
Is it
Just give us
a
little
backpack
more.
or truck gun? Because that's
Right.
our next topic.
Exactly. So now moving on to our truck guns and backpack guns.
Yep.
Portion. Of
Are
the
they worth
evening.
it?
Are they worth it? Question mark. Question mark.
Mhm.
With so many states facing restrictions or outright blocks coming later this year, what PCC or truck gun would you recommend as a you for sure need before you can't get it gun?
Ooh,
It's a really good
that
question.
is and that's a great segue question. See, sometimes
Look at that.
if
Works
you
out.
include people will help you write your stories.
Agreed.
Can we get an example of a couple of the truck guns and backpack guns? Specifically, my backpack one that I have up there. Well, because I literally carry this daily. The one, so foldable 300 blackout pistol. This is going to get some really good places.
NCX Rattler, or
Fun.
Rattler LT.
Yes,
I love it.
and then you have things. So for me, like a backpack gun needs to be ultra portable.
Right.
I'm not talking MCX portable. I'm talking like 5 pounds or less.
Okay.
Still provide it more than like something like your concealed carry. So I would like to define that as a rifle standard capacity magazine, as we know what that is because YouTube regulations won't let us say it, or 2. So that's where like a P320 Flux Raider with some defensive ammo in it is really useful.
You need like 60 round capacity in that thing. It's good.
And by that, it means 10 round mags.
Yes.
I mean 6 10 round mags
6 10 round.
because my
mags.
math is great.
Yeah.
Because we're
You can fit a
compliant.
lot of magazines in a backpack.
But in reality, that's one of those ones that I think fits a backpack gun perfectly. When you start getting to the MCX level of like, that's huge. And you can get small ones.
I mean, the original Rattler is a 5.5-inch barrel. It's pretty lightweight considering. I mean, it is piston driven, so there's going to be more weight for that, most definitely.
Mhm.
But I mean, the Rattler was literally designed to be stowed away in a glove. I think it was either glove compartment or
It was a
something
glove
like that.
compartment.
Yeah,
Yeah. For the Secret Service.
Something
or
like that.
something like that.
something like that.
And I do agree that the original one was great, but the newer ones are big.
The new ones are bigger, I will say. I mean,
And so that's more of a truck gun. Yeah, put it up. I know which one you read. So for those of you who don't know, this comment comes up every once in a while. I do drive a Rivian. It's an electric truck. That thing has under seat storage and lockable gear tunnel storage.
You only wanted me to bring this one up so that you can defend your Rivian.
100%.
Brandon, you want to talk about the specs of the Rivian again?
No, not specs. I just wanted to say I could fit pretty much any gun in there that passed through. I could fit full blown snowboards in
Your
there.
microwave on wheels.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But yeah, I've carried
Microwave.
everything from like full blown rifles, shotguns, but now I use the under seat storage because it's hidden, it's tucked away and locked. So
That's really nice, actually.
Yeah.
A Dodge Ram could never.
we can throw up. Yes,
Ooh,
there we
Let
go.
me hide.
that looks good.
Yeah,
Can you hide that comment, or does that have to be me? Because there we go. It's now popping up. It's popping up too late.
oh, there we go. Whoop.
Thank you.
So that's what MCX versus the the Flux that I was kind of talking about for a backpack specific gun. Now, are these things worth it?
I'd say yeah.
Why? Because there are people out there that'll say, not worth it. We can do run around to the back of your truck or open your book bag to get into it.
I mean, here's my thing. The way I look at it for a truck gun, at least, specifically truck gun, is
Yeah.
what I'm talking about here.
Mhm.
I mean, the way I look at it is if I'm going for a long distance drive somewhere, if I'm going out of town, if I'm even just driving around somewhere in the state and I'm not at home and I'm going to be just driving around in a place that I don't know, I just like having something on me, whether or not I'm paranoid about seeing parachutes in the sky like in Red Dawn, or, who knows what all else. It's worth it, point being. Having something that you train with that you can, get out of your truck very quickly and work on that kind of stuff. I mean, you never know when these things may come up. You never know when you may have to use something like that. I mean, why not? Yeah, get a truck gun.
I agree. I absolutely agree. And I know that one's hilarious.
From my research where we live, it is illegal if you are positioned with a threat, if you do not draw your gun there, you retreat. Grab
That's a
your
good
gun,
question.
it's illegal to return to the
So,
scene.
John, repeat that so the chat can hear it. So we had our off-camera
That's a good
Josh
question.
just asked us. Go ahead and repeat it, John.
So the question from Josh was,
No, it wasn't about my research.
The statement. It was a statement.
Oh, okay.
Like in North, where we live, you can't retreat. Like if you go to like, let's say you're a monk.
So what he's saying is, if you have a firearm on you, and we live in North Carolina, and based on research that has been done, you can't retreat.
You can draw.
You
If
can
have
draw
one
the gun
can
on you,
retreat outside
but
your
you
car
cannot
and grab the gun
retreat
and come
out to your car and then come back to the fight. So I think it's if you're leaving the scene and coming back to the scene.
Because
with
if
a
you're
separate
already
firearm.
trying to de-escalate the altercation by leaving, by coming back with something else,
Yeah.
you're not really de-escalating it. So
It's
that's
more
fair.
for an SHFT situation.
I don't get a lot of positive comments. Can we throw that one up there real quick?
Which one?
Butters.
Oh yeah.
I
of
love
course.
Butters.
I love Butters.
Yes.
There we go.
He says, you drive a Rivian, question mark? If a lifted truck compensates, I've met Brandon and can say the man carries 2 tripods, one for a camera. And hey guys, it's Butters. Good seeing you.
Amazing. Thank you.
Well,
Butters.
Jason enjoys Italy. We know Butters.
Hilarious.
Appreciate you, bro. I don't get a lot of defense, so I'll take that when I can get it.
Gray Jansport bag is P concealment. That is the definition of gray man.
I
Based.
agree. That's
But
great.
there's another one for you. Sorry,
Ah,
I'm
here
gonna
we
knock you down a peg after that one.
Well, okay. That's great. The EMP question.
Yeah.
Do you know how many ECUs are in your car? Do you know what an ECU is? It's
No.
a computer.
Oh,
Your car has 12 to 17 ECUs in it. All of them past like 1980.
Mm.
So none of the cars will. None of them will work. None of them will start.
Hmm.
You have an ECU for your fuel injector. You can't inject fuel. You can't drive.
okay. So basically, we should have
We're
a
all
truck
screwed.
gun in case that hits, so that we have something. So it is worth it. Truck
Yeah.
gun, backpack
That's
gun's
what we
worth it.
Figured out.
Okay, so the follow up from LHPR for the $1,500 budget pistol. Already own a Canic Mete MC9 Prime and love it. So I guess he's wanting another pistol for $1,500.
Okay.
Brother man, I wish I had that budget for a pistol.
So pistol already on kind of Game Stand Prime, love it. That's a great way to start. The Prime is a really good option because it's not as expensive, but it gives you a really, like, your ceiling is high, your floor is very high as well. So you're probably going to want to go with something like the CZ Shadow 2 carry, as I would always suggest.
Mhm.
The P365 Legion,
Sig Fuse.
the SIG
The
Fuse,
Fuse is really nice.
a Glock 19 or maybe 43X with some extra add-ons to it, because you can get a whole bunch of stuff for those.
Mhm.
But that's up there. You know, that's if you're trying to get to that $1,500 mark. If you want to spend that much money, that's how you would get there.
Yep.
I like the H&K P30L too.
Yeah.
That thing's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Any HK pistols, the VP9 or the P30L, especially when Langdon Tactical does up the P30L, that thing's really, really cool.
I just shook the whole table. Sorry, guys.
Chill. Any thoughts on the Mossberg Shockwave for a truck gun?
Say that one more time.
Any thoughts on the Mossberg Shockwave
For
for
a truck gun. So there's a lot of train of thoughts for a shotgun in a truck gun scenario, because if you're driving a truck, you're usually in public. If you're in public shooting a shotgun, yeah, a lot more people can get hurt. So I've heard that. What do you guys think?
I'm personally not really that much of a shotgun fan.
A lot of recoil, hard to do
Well,
follow-up
it's
shots.
not even that. It's more the capacity.
Yeah.
And you,
Yeah, okay. That
It's,
works.
you know, you have to reload. You're going to be stuck just loading shell after shell unless you're quad loading like John Wick. I mean,
Or
or Lena?
yeah,
Lena
I was
Mitchell.
gonna say.
that works too. But like for like home defense, I think a shotgun is better than for a truck gun personally.
Well, here's the reason why shotgun could be good.
hit me.
Very cheap. I
That
actually
is
don't.
true.
What's the price of the Shockwave? I don't know off the top of my head.
I have no idea.
I think I can't remember if that's one of their higher end ones or the lower end ones.
In Memento, I'll tell you.
But if something does happen, you get in a car accident or you do have to use it, a lot of times the police will take this gun.
Yeah.
So it's important to think maybe your truck gun or backpack gun should be something that's a little less expensive, because if
Right.
it does have to be taken,
That's why you go Kel-Tec sub 2000 for backpack.
They're around
I-
like the 500 to 600-ish mark.
Okay, so like kinda like
that's-
mid-tier?
Yeah.
for a shotgun,
Yeah.
there's some high end ones, but yeah,
Anything that you
you
keep
snob.
in those places are definitely something that you're able to part with.
Yeah.
So, in my
So I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I think you can do better.
a pistol is there to fight to your rifle. That's where the truck gun sits for me. Love it.
Valid
That's my
take.
thoughts, dude.
space.
Very much a valid
Same
take.
thing. That's why my backpack gun and my truck gun are usually the same thing. If I do that, because usually my
Mhm.
backpack is in my truck, in my safe in my car. So yeah.
Right. Just wanted to say I've been watching Classic Firearms for a while and find everything from the AR-15s to Conceal Carry very informational, and can't wait to see what you guys come up in the future. Thank you, Troy. We appreciate your support
Appreciate you, my
so
guy.
very much. All right. The Flex Raider was not left-hand friendly for me. I
Yeah.
kept dropping the mag under recoil.
Shoot in the proper hand.
That's just mean. But
I'm just kidding. I'm left-handed, but
No,
I'll
I-
shoot left-handed. So
I can absolutely see that too. The Flex Raider was primarily you can shoot it ambi and it does work ambi,
no, that's a
but
valid
with
take.
the I mean the only way that you can like drop the brace itself is with your right hand or like because it's on that side.
yeah, it is.
So there's a lot of disadvantages for a lefty shooting a
friendly.
Flex.
I'm going to speed a few of these
Go ahead.
so we can catch up. But CMMG Descent for the car gun.
Good
Check out our
choice.
PCC showdown. But yes, that is a good choice. I switched from a CZ Scorpion to the Smith & Wesson Stealth Hunter in 357 mag for my truck gun, since constantly having to cross state lines into far less friendly states, and this kind of works everywhere.
does
And
make
that's
sense.
a really good point.
That's a great point that we haven't talked about yet.
That's a really good point. Yes, know the state laws and where you're going.
Oh,
Another
chat.
super chat. Thank you, Mike Trainowski. Mike Wazowski.
Why do I feel like I recognize that name?
Mike Wazowski.
That you just said it.
I
That's
did
why.
it. Yeah. I have a Sylvan Arms folding stock adapters on all my ARs, so I'll either carry my 12.5 5.56 SBR build or my 10.5 300 blackout pistol build or my Mac 9 AO
Yes.
build in my go bag. Brandon will appreciate that one. Nice.
You know what's funny? I
Yeah.
recently just found an email from somebody. I forget the name of the person who emailed me a while back. It went to my spam folder. I was going through my spam folder and someone emailed me about the Mac 9 and about I think the trigger and how it fits in there. They had old and new lowers. Some will fit standard AR triggers. Some will still fit standard AR triggers, but not cassettes, and so on and so forth. Some of them are weird, but I need to respond to that. I did see that. What's up?
Butter says most of the people who talk about EMPs are also knowledgeable. Meanwhile, their hearing aids and pacemakers are praying for dear life. Hilarious.
He's not
Oh,
wrong.
Butters. I love you, man.
Okay. What do you think of the SIG Gen 2 Romeo Elite with the new 2.0 quad reticle? I'm going to pass that off to you guys because I do not have enough
Please hold.
information.
I want to make sure it's the one I'm thinking of. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's
See that one?
there you go. We have I like a lot of the SIG red dots, especially those ones.
I can't reach it. Okay, I know. I know. I see. I recognize it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I believe this one's a good price too. So I'm trying to double check on the price on that. Yeah, $199. So that's one of those ones like all of a
Phenomenal
sudden,
budget option.
SIG stands behind their products. They
Right.
usually give you more in the box than a lot of
Holostone
others.
started kind of going up in price as
did.
of late too, so you got to keep that in mind.
So I like it. Don't love it. I think there could be a little bit better, but like, man, $200, you cannot really go wrong with that one.
My truck gun is a 10.3 full-size suppressor and a 1-4 optic.
Nice.
LPVO on a 10.3 is an interesting choice, but the 1-4 I respect.
Hey, I just built out a 10.3. Should we put it up there?
I don't know if we got an LPVO on there.
I don't have an LPVO on there, no. It says 1-4, so it could be like a standard optic and then a magnifier. Maybe that's what he's referring to. But yeah, a 10.3, if that's like your main fighting gun, though, the problem with the truck gun, this is where it comes into the is it worth it question. And so I'm going to throw this one at you guys because you can lose that gun in any sort of like accidents or, police stops. If they see it, they can confiscate sometimes, depending on where you're at, which state
Right.
you're in.
Right.
And then, of course, if you have to use it, well, I mean,
now it's galley.
yeah. So
Hooked.
is it worth it? There is that thing of you can't retreat back to your truck as well and then come back to a crime. Like, why carry one at all in your truck and not just have a concealed carry? I just think a concealed carry makes more sense.
I think truck gun is situational, like I was talking about. If you're like knowing you're going on a longer road trip and kind of planning ahead and that kind of stuff, I think planning around that way would
Camping.
be smart.
I've done it
Yeah,
with camping.
camping's another great one.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do agree that it is situational.
Yeah.
But I do think that it's always good to be prepared. Like you don't have to live in fear, but I think being prepared, like the situation of going on long trips or whatever, I think having something is
But I do think a lot of people glorify the truck gun.
right. Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
that
yeah,
is
yeah.
definitely a thing in the backpack gun.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead if you want to read that one.
Where are good independent reference sites to go to for research to find which scope, sight, red dot will work from short to long distance and range the long distance needs?
So as far as reference points, I don't know the sites off the top of my head. You can generally, like what I will usually do in situations like that is I'll go through a pretty good chunk of different like YouTube channels, because every place you go is going to be biased in their own way. So trying to find some people that are not biased is difficult at times. And then also if you have friends and family that actually have any sort of long range to short range kind of like scope setups and whatnot. I recently took an EOTech, a 1-8 out to 500 with an AR-15 and an 18-inch barrel. And then I've also tried with like red dot and magnifier, 4x magnifier, going out to that same 500. And there is a difference in how to get there with 5.56. And then you step up to like a 308 with an actual like a 24 power optic, and it's so much easier to hit it. Some of it is trial and error because ammo makes a difference as well.
Yes.
So like the ammo you're gonna shoot, your gun, like I have a SIG Cross. It doesn't really like match grade ammo, but it loves standard ammo, which is great for my wallet. But figuring that stuff out took some trial and error, and then which scope to get to, how do your holds need to be. A lot of that stuff can be found in articles and through YouTube videos, but I do think you should probably also find some just to take out there and try.
Yeah. That's great. Somebody else says I use the Springfield Kuna and I love it.
We love the Kuna.
We love the
Yeah.
Kuna.
Strybog. Yeah.
Well, I would take the Strybog over the Kuna. But just saying. All right, so Butters
That's
again.
a funny
So
question.
talking about truck guns, how do you find the right balance between needing it at a moment's notice while avoiding it being a crackhead's dream with an easy steal? That is all depends on how you lock it up in your truck, which is obviously what he's saying.
Get a good
Yeah.
bag too, something
Yeah.
like a quick release bag. Jason has something kind of similar to that. I know he used to keep his tac ops in, and I just kind of knowing where to put it, like a gray man bag. Don't get a black multicam save your equipment bag with a logo on there that looks like there's a gun in there.
Yeah, I definitely think having a way to lock it up in your car is
Mhm.
very important.
Yep.
They make, well, depending on which gun exactly you have, they make booster seat looking safes that you can get. They're pretty expensive. Depending on your vehicle, it may have like a hidden lockable storage compartment. Sometimes those are useful, but yeah, how to keep it away, definitely something that looks like something else is a big help.
Christian Craighead
Yeah.
did prove a truck gun is worth it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct statement there, Chief.
Big Juan says with tax stamps going to $0 dues. Never heard that one before. I like it. What is thoughts on SBR and SBS with or without suppressor? We are in a state that allows it.
What are your thoughts on
Unless
SBS, SBR? So
yeah.
short barreled rifle and without suppressor. Which states allows it? Okay, so if you're in a state that allows it, I think suppressors right now are super easy. Like just get them before we get that tax stamp back, because they're going to try and get that back eventually. Hopefully it never comes back. But I mean, right now I'm trying to get a suppressor on pretty much everything I own.
Yes.
So the answer is yes.
Yes.
Get a suppressor, especially if it's 300 blackout. Don't shoot 300 blackout unsuppressed.
Yeah.
Right.
If it's a truck gun, that also depends, because that could be super long, be hard to hide, be much more
And
obvious.
also across state lines and stuff. So
It's true.
this is
MFA.
actually a really good follow-up question. Well, it's not, it's a different person, but what pistol braces would you recommend since the ATF makes case-by-case determinations if it's legal or an illegal
The one you
SBR?
have.
So SBA 5
Yeah,
is
that's
my
what I use.
favorite brace for that.
phenomenal
Because
brace.
it's absolutely a
It's
brace.
solid. It feels really, really good.
It feels good. It's easy to use. And as long as it can be used as a brace, you have at least a way to fight that. Because the question you need to ask is what is good, and what can you argue in a court if taken there. So what can you say? Is it a brace? Yes, this is in fact a brace.
Yes.
Can you argue that? Yes or no? That should help dictate some of those.
Yeah. So
And
I
that
think
comes straight from Kaya.
I think a lot of like the SBR argument, like, yes, it's really nice. They're really great to have, right? But in terms of traveling across state lines and doing all of these
Oh,
things. But
I knew I thought I recognized that guy. Super chat. Mike. Please hold. Please hold. There it is. Oh, that was you. I was like, man, I swear I recognize the name. I didn't want to say it because you know I don't know. Internet can be weird. He says that was me that emailed you about the Mac 9. I ended up throwing a Geisley SDE on it, and my name looks familiar because that was my 8.6 Blackout in your last Buster Builds
Ooh,
episode.
that was a
Nice,
sick
let's
build.
go.
That was a sick
That
build,
was a
dude.
sick build.
Dude,
That one made
so
me
many cool
excited. When I was
things.
looking for the builds, I don't get, there's some builds in there. I see a lot of
Yeah.
URGIs. Stop sending URGIs. That's all y'all send. I'm just kidding. Send what you want.
I just built one.
I know. But no, you're that 8.6 Blackout build, dude. Incredible. That was really, really cool.
Yeah, awesome. And for the record, I now made your email actually like able to come through to my main inbox. So if you ever have any other questions, let me know. I will respond. I do apologize very much for not responding to that one. It was in a folder that I never even saw, so I apologize. But it's good that you threw that trigger in there because yeah, most of the triggers should work. In the older generations, they did say that some of the parameter, like some of the measurements weren't exactly right. So some triggers didn't work right with like the springs and the way they fit in there. But the newer ones, they say they work just fine. And I've not tested the new ones. I only tested the old one.
this is hilarious. This is not up on the screen right now, but somebody goes, just use a Dora the Explorer backpack for truck concealment.
I mean,
Great man.
that's great, man, right there.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Truck gun. And this is where
Yes.
this is where I kind of fall. But truck gun is part of the PACE plan.
Yes.
And so it's like in my mind, it's certainly more of an SHTF scenario, civil unrest, terrorism, and the other uncertainty faced retreating from a red zone. So I think that's
Correct.
kind of like where my mind is with that, where it's
And
like you just have it just in case.
That's kind of where I was hoping this conversation
Right.
would go. So we try to entertain all of the ideas and the thoughts and be like open to them as we kind of go through these. But this is kind of where I was hoping this conversation would go.
Yep.
Because that's the real like
That's the
truck
real-
gun scenario.
Right.
If you live out in the middle, if you live on acres and acres of land with a mile long, road to get to your house before you even get to the mile long driveway,
Right.
a truck gun also makes a lot more sense because you don't need a concealed carry in your truck if you're not going anywhere. That people are.
Trent. Is that what Trent? Is that his name? Can't see his name.
Where?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Trent
yeah.
at the bottom. Yes.
Yeah. I'll do
Trent,
that.
exceptional point. Don't put a bunch of SIG, Keltec, Glock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These colors don't retreat; they reload.
Yeah.
Please don't put that on your truck because you were just asking for someone to smash a window.
Just saying,
Agreed.
nobody's gonna suspect my truck with a gun in it.
Honestly, that is one thing I'm jealous of, you,
Valid.
Brandon, because my truck looks like there would be a nice Glock in there if you break a window. I don't even have stickers on it. FDE Tacomas, not gray man.
Got that taco.
Yeah.
At least it's not
So
electric.
great point. LOL. What is the best 10mm PCC that could fit in backpacks?
Ooh.
That's a good one.
What was it? I think it was a Smith & Wesson FPC. What was that? We did the.
Oh yeah. I know
You
what
remember
you're
that
talking
one?
about. Mhm. It was you and Jason for 300 Blackout versus 10 mil video. I can't remember the exact gun. I think it was Smith & Wesson.
I think it was. I'm gonna look it up real quick. I want to make sure I get this right.
My truck gun isn't a Prius.
Dude,
Heck
a
yeah,
Prius
dude.
is a great
Heck
man.
yeah, brother.
Smith and Wesson PCC.
Oh my gosh,
You guys
somebody
can
said
talk.
slap a coexist sticker on your bumper and no one will think you've got a gun in there.
Oh yeah.
Ball knowledge.
Oh no, that one, the Smith & Wesson one that I'm thinking of, was a different gun. It was one that we only had. It was in 10 mil. It was awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm having a brain fart.
If they didn't ask, I would have been able to name it.
Yeah, because Jason and I did a video on this one too, actually, and we actually both really liked it. Oh my gosh, I gotta get this. All right, you guys talk for a minute.
Somebody else says I have a 16-inch rifle in my. I
trunk.
think it might be trunk or it's front.
It could be. He could have a Rivian
You
too.
could have a Rivian too.
That's true. That's true. Or
You
Tesla.
guys should meet up.
Should you rock a 5.56
Now
through
it's-
blackout or 9mm?
Yeah, this is a really good question.
Look, honestly, that's going to come down to dealer's choice and more so what your budget is, where you're located, and what you're capable of and what you're comfortable with. If you live in the middle of a city somewhere, you very much so an urban area, you don't really have. You got to think about what your engagement range you're going to be too. So, like living around like where we do, you're really not probably going to have to go out more than 100 yards. So, based off of what that is, I would say kind of figure out where you're at, what you're comfortable with, and kind of base it around there.
Ruger LC
That
carbine.
was it. Ruger LC carbine. Thank you.
That
10
thing
millimeter.
shot, it's a 10 mil one. That thing shot way smoother than any 10 mil has any right to. And it was just intuitive. It made sense. Like, dude, that thing was great. That's the one I would recommend. It's a little spendy, right around the $800 mark, but you know. All right.
Oh my gosh, Butters is hilarious.
That was funny.
Oh,
I just want a cannoli from
go ahead
Italy.
and read it if you want.
You
Or yeah,
do
me
it.
too.
You
Okay.
do
Brandon isn't going to break into. Wait, Brandon isn't going to break into the Rivian because they know you just life support for a piece of anatomy and scared of being beaten by it. Enough foreplay and time to get the real questions. How are you going to determine if Ryan and Jason stay with CF with the gifts they bring back?
Cannoli. I want a cannoli.
Chill.
No, they'll be here.
They'll be here.
They'll be
Yes,
here.
We're just keeping the seats warm while they're out living their best life in
That's true.
Italy.
Ryan does always bring back good souvenirs for us.
Yeah, that's
Aw.
true. That's true.
Ryan's a G.
Do you think a gelato will make it?
I don't know if a gelato will make it. I've only ever had that once though.
I have to actually.
Doesn't CMMG make a 10 millimeter PCC?
I think they make the Descent in 10 mil, or is it the Banshee? CMG.
I think they do have a Banshee in 10 mil.
That's what I was about to
I
say.
gotta put my birthday in.
And oh yeah, and they have the Descent, the rifle looking one, the ranch style
Yeah,
one.
Banshee in 10 mil. It's a little frosty, but
Yeah, it's up there. That's
goes
like
hard.
almost $2,000 for that though. That's why it's harder for me to recommend those things that are just stupid expensive. Like, hey, yeah, can you go buy one? But yes, you can also buy a lot of other things with that money too.
True.
Ammo, training.
Yeah, true.
Training.
Would you run your truck gun
What?
suppressed?
Let's-
Absolutely, I would.
Wait, we gotta do
You
this
got
one
the
first.
space for
Okay,
it.
We'll do that one. Okay, we'll do that one and then we'll come back to the other one. But yeah, I mean, I would.
A truck should have space for it. If
Right.
not, then even if it's like an awkward configuration, you can still have the suppressor not mounted and then like put next to it kind of thing in a safe, hopefully.
Right. So my house has a half-mile driveway and then miles of back roads. I
Yeah.
run a 4.5 rifle.
14.5.
14.5. Y'all, 14.5 rifle, and that is what makes sense to me. I love it.
So in that scenario, I can't say I disagree
What
with
kind
them.
of optic do you have on there? Are you running an LPVO on there
Yeah.
or a red dot magnifier? I'd be curious to know.
That's a good question. And what kind of rifle? 5.56? Is it like a hunting? Well,
I mean, if
I
it's
doubt you have a
14.5, I
14.5.
hope it is 5.56. If
Yeah.
you tell me you got a 14.5 300 blackout, I'd be like,
Wild.
you do you, boo.
wow, dang.
Wow, dang. I mean, that was I was gonna comment on that, but I was reading comments when we were talking about 5.56 versus 300 blackout versus 9mm. So
Yeah.
it's like, it is use case, but I will say back to our conversation about like you have to be willing to part ways with it, and a lot of the 300 blackouts are a little bit more expensive. So that
Yeah.
would be one.
I would be
one
sad.
thing.
But this
I
guy
watched them
is kind of
snaps.
living in the middle of nowhere. If this is like a take it to town kind of truck, the chances are it's back roads 99% of the time.
Right. So that's the point of like the use case.
You got a bear,
right.
you know,
Right.
you got something coming at you. I think animals are more problematic at that point. So I can see a little bit bigger caliber and rifle. All right, what's up next? Please enjoy my elevator music.
I'm trying to read through them. Okay, favorite types of ammunition. We're going to do this one right now while I read through some of these other ones.
Okay. Well, that depends. Okay. Are we talking a specific caliber or like grain weights inside of those calibers? Because 5.56 is kind of like my
He's probably talking
Go-to.
caliber if I had to bet on it.
well, and I like 5.56 because you can go such a high on the grain weight, get good accuracy,
You
good
can get
consistency.
varmint rounds.
Yep. And then you can bring that barrel all the way down and you can get like short barrels that you can do concealed carry with. You could do long range with long barrel, or you can even do
the 5.56 is just such a versatile round,
Yep.
and I will die on that hill that I think 5.56 is one of the best rounds out there. It's cheap, it's lightweight, do a lot.
I
It's
also
ballistics.
I think 9mm 300 blackout kind of like it's very similar.
I think the big three, personally, 5.56,
Suppressed.
9mm, 300 blackout.
So would 300 blackout actually be good against a bear if that scenario does happen?
Supers,
Yeah, supers.
and also if you have a hollow point or some sort of frangible round, probably would be
Yes.
good.
Varmint rounds.
Round.
I've heard people actually take out large game with 300 blackout supers. Kevin Brittingham goes out to Africa
Mhm.
and uses 8.6 and 300 blackout, albeit 8.6 is superior.
8.6 is a big round.
Yes, but yeah,
All right. What's your screw check intervals for your EDC red dots?
What's
Is,
your-
torque spec
Exact.
being taken into account here?
I'm unsure.
Maybe like every. I mean, it depends. I mean, is your CC with your EDC?
Yep.
Heck, man, if you're carrying that with you every day on your person, you're relying on that for your life. Every time you go shoot and train with it, just check it out after you finish shooting it for the day.
not
Never
gonna
know.
lie, I take my EDC to like the range for fun. I take it to work. I take it to like for work, like actually going to the range and we shoot it sometimes. I would be lying if I said I did it every time. I am more likely maybe like on a good note, probably once every 3 months.
Mm.
If you Loctite them and you torque spec them, 3 to 6 months is like kind of
That's fair.
somewhere
No,
in that ballpark.
that's honestly a good realistic one.
Yeah, and I think that's
valid.
just real because eventually you think about it. I'm like, I'll be sitting at the desk and I'm taking a break or a lunch break or something, and I pull out the my concealed carry and I'm just kind of like playing with it. I take the mag out, take the bullet out, and I kind of take it apart a little bit. And you think about it, and that happens roughly every 3 to 6 months. But
Okay.
go ahead.
This was a follow up from Nick. He says 1.6 LPVO because you asked him what optic.
Yeah, what
he was-
optic?
Good choice.
and it's
Good
5.56 also suppressed.
I-
Nice.
I do like the 1 to 8. I'm weird like
Mm.
that.
I don't know if I'd put a 1 to 8 on a 14.5.
Yeah, I was gonna say
if it was a 16-inch, I think a 1 to 8 would be
So-
better.
the reason for it is because we have a 500-yard range.
That's fair.
And when we go out there, the 1 to 6, you can see very clearly the targets, but it is a little bit more difficult to track the shots after that like 400-yard mark. It's a little bit harder. With the 1 to 8, you get just that little bit more zoom, and it does make a pretty big impact. You can see those little poofs a little better.
That's fair.
Or
That's fair.
if it's wet, that stump into the wet dirt. But
I like this idea. Classic Firearms should start a line of tactical bags that look like generic children's backpacks and lunch boxes. Just imagine a tactical kid's backpack. Fire. Write that down.
Hold on. I gotta be the devil's advocate because
Naturally.
I'm thinking about it. You don't want your kid to get that mixed up.
Okay, but what if
What
you
if
don't have kids?
kids? What if I just want a really cool Paw Patrol bag to put my 300 blackout in?
Then it makes sense.
Oh, I want a Spider-Man one. That'd
Do
be
you have
really
any
cool.
nieces or nephews? I'm just saying
That is
there's
a
a
good
mix-up.
point. That
you'd
is
have to have
point.
a good locking system on that
That's a good point.
because it does run into that realm of that's kind of weird.
I don't know, man. A Spider-Man bag. We couldn't do a Batman one.
dope.
That
I was
would
gonna
be.
say though,
but-
there's some copyrights and stuff we'd have to
It could be like Man Spider. I don't know. We could figure
Man
something out.
Spider.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Hilarious.
I'm just going to answer the next question.
Uh-huh.
Radical.
If you had to choose between a Diamondback or Radical for an AR platform, which one would you run?
Radical.
Why? Because we've shot both. The Radical generally shoots better. Their QC has come a long way over the last few years. They've had some issues in the past, and not saying they never have issues now, but it has come a long way, and they run.
We've ran a crap ton out of the Radicals that we've used here.
Yep.
The build that Jim Foreman did.
Yep.
For his go-to 16-inch build. I think it was awesome. We still run that thing. We love Radical over here. Good stuff.
All right. I'm going to let you read this one.
Me?
Yeah, it's from Butters again.
All right, I am going to skip some words in here
I
and
think you
let the
should.
chat kind of read, or the
That's
people who
why
are
I'm
watching.
letting
me.
you read it.
Apologies, it's late and my cow for fingers are not working with typing. And I'm skipping these words, by the way, because of maybe YouTube demonetization things. Was trying to say no one will break into Brandon's truck for fear of being beaten by the tripod. Shotguns have their place, but how do you feel about the ammo? Does it make sense to going with the best ballistics or going with the local law use to cover your backside in court? The answer to that is simple. What are you willing to fight for in that court? If you think you can justify that, that's your choice.
Honestly, my question to that would be, would it technically be different because you aren't carrying that rifle on your person? It's not your like EDC carry. It's just something that you have in your truck. You think they would? Well, honestly, yeah, the court probably would do that. They probably would.
Yeah. A lot of times it does make sense to go with the courts because if you have to use it, you have to defend it. You have to give a reasonable response. And I mean, it's the same thing as to like, why don't you put on your carry gun a super hair trigger or all these Gucci, like the super Gucci upgrades? A lot of the reasons for that.
I have a solution to this.
Go ahead.
CCW safe.
That's true. That is true. We do work with them.
Yes, but I think we would also need to, if we're wanting them to cover us, we probably should set them up for the most.
Yes, set them up for success.
Yes, that's a valid take.
A court can. They will do their hardest to say that you did these because you wanted to shoot somebody or you wanted that situation to come up. So
stick with something that you can cover your own rear end with.
Yep.
Thoughts on O-Sight SE for concealed carry? 3-1 on my 43X, almost on par with my EPS on my Gen 6 19, other than glass seems thinner.
Well, we don't use a lot of O-Sight, and just so that way, John, you know what that one is? Okay, Eliza, that's what that one looks like. So it's just like it's an optic, but I don't necessarily see a problem with it. I haven't used it, so I don't actually know. So I want to, like, my opinions should be taken with a grain of salt on that. But I have not heard anybody complain about those particular sites.
Valid points.
Yeah, so that'd be my answer to that.
Oh,
A
Lightning
McQueen
McQueen
would be sick.
Tactical
LPVO
lunchbox.
or a red dot with a flip up magnifier on the vehicle gun. Pros and cons.
Red dot magnifier.
Yeah. So one video I plan on making soon or asking for is I did a original build where I had the 1.8 LPVO on a 13.9. I ended up doing a couple of courses with it, and it ended up being a bigger pain than it was a helper. So I ended up switching to a dot magnifier combo because where we live, it's not really, you don't really need the LPVO as much in North Carolina specifically, and especially if you have to do CQB, LPVO is difficult.
Yeah,
you could always put a 12 o'clock red dot mount on it.
I did have a 12 o'clock red dot mount on that one, and it still was good. So the problem that we ran into in the courses is that you're using the sim rounds and you wear a face mask.
Oh,
so the
true.
LPVO, when I brought it up, would smack my face mask in the chin because it's coming off my face. And I'm not used to that. So I would have to then adjust and then bring up to and then I couldn't get the red dot because now my cheek's not aligned right. And a dot just worked.
Well,
like
plus,
I didn't have to worry about that.
For a truck gun, I don't think you should be running something 16, 18 inches for a truck
Exactly.
gun. You want something more concealable and something shorter barreled. So
Yeah, that's
I
what
think it'd
go
be kind of odd to see a LPVO on a Rattler or something like that.
Right. That was going to be definitely my.
That latest comment that just came in.
Okay, let's definitely get to that one. But what do y'all recommend for PCCs 22s? The black collar piglet or gray birch? They both look fantastic and are light.
Hang on, I want to make sure I know.
Okay, while you do that, Casey gave a follow-up or I don't think it was Kate. He originally asked the question, but somebody responded to who asked the O-Sight question. But he says, I've got an O-Sight SD on my comp to 1911, hundreds of rounds, and nothing has loosened or shifted. So if that helps you. Just want to throw that one back out there. But now please hold, because we are doing the PCC 22.
I just want to make sure I have. Okay. I don't know, man. That's a hard one. I'm looking at both these right now just to make sure. Let's go gray birch.
Oh no, Solo
Ooh.
Gordo.
Brandon caught a stray.
Brandon caught a stray, but it was
It was a good stray.
it was a good stray. It's a super chat. So
That's funny. I don't know. I think the piglet, they're really close to the same. I don't have experiences with either of those, but the piglet did catch my eye as being maybe a little more friendly, but I don't know anything about those. So again, don't take that as gospel. Yeah, they're LPVO. Silicordo, he put that on a super chat.
Yes, he
I'm
did.
taking paid shots.
Bro, hey,
Wow. We're gonna
we're gonna move past
move
that.
past that one. 2.91 inch risers, cheek weld risers. Thoughts?
So, John,
Risers are goated. I love risers. I don't personally have a specific height that I really like. I'm a pretty big Unity guy. I have the absolute riser on my MCX, and I
Hey, Josh.
really like that.
can you put something with the
Um,
riser up there?
Especially for me,
Couple
I got a
different
longer
sizes.
neck, and so if my red dot is like scrunched down lower, I feel like I'm like turtling, as Jason would say to me,
Mhm.
whenever I'm trying to shoot. But really, any type of riser, figure out what works best for you. It's not a one size fits all kind of
Mm-mm.
thing. You have a bunch of different options. Test different ones out. See what you like. See what is most comfortable for you, and whatever you're most comfortable with, go with that.
And eye relief is so real.
Yes.
One thing I want to mention. So, depending on the height, like a lot of people, they don't necessarily have access to be able to go test out a bunch of them. But finding that height that you can just bring the gun up and you do not have to move your head, and you're just your dot is on and you're on target. You're looking at the target. You bring the optic to you. You have to scrunch down. There's a big argument that can be made that it is just simpler, quicker, and easier to be able to just bring it up and go. That is actually what I as I say, I don't have any cheek risers on them most of the time anymore. I just bring the dot up and it just either floats just below my cheek, or I can get on it. But
Okay. While he's setting all that up, what would you like, or would you like to see a 9mm MP7 come to market?
Yes. Is that even a question?
yes,
It was a question.
yes,
You got me there.
Not a fake one.
Right.
Yeah.
I want the real
I do want the
deal.
real
That'd be sick.
Please, goodness gracious, please.
Also,
Yes.
Garnet West says, "What's up, guys? Captain Planet. Hope you're doing well. What's up, Garnet?
I think I missed that
West?
reference.
Yeah, that
That was one of the last live streams where they were roasting him about driving a Rivian.
Got
and
so
they started
roasted.
calling him
So roasted.
Captain Planet.
dude.
Captain Planet is an insane statement.
I'm not gonna lie. Some of those comments were incredible. Your guys' insults, 10 out of 10. I want to use those at a
The roasts.
Yes,
We
that'd be
we
cool.
should do a roast one.
Yeah.
I hope my comment.
It's like, okay.
I
Is it
just
ready?
hear you guys reading it in the background.
Ready? You want me to add it?
go.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
All right,
Yeah,
here
look
it
at
comes.
them. Look at them.
So here's some
pretty
risers. Some risers.
I'm gonna
What do you
get
got?
this comment
Honey
up.
Badger and 300 Blackout, and we got ourselves a Sig.
Got a Spear LT up there. It looks like.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, eye relief is so real, guys.
But yeah, it's the risers there. They're awesome stuff. The one, the T2 Unity riser, I really like that as well. It's more like an absolute riser too, so it's a little bit higher than some of the other ones. Really good to go with. I personally can't go wrong with them.
I agree.
And plus two, another shout out. Love Unity Tactical. I did say them. Their newest magnifier, the 4X FST. I love that magnifier. And they most recently came out with the separate piece, so that way you can put it on a separate kind of mount anyway.
Fair enough. You want to move on?
We have a suppressor question actually. Hux Flow 556K or the
Oh.
556 PI?
Okay. I literally just made this decision and actually followed up and got one. Hey,
What's up,
Jason, you guys want to hop on? I thought about texting you. It was
There he
midnight.
is.
If you want to hop in, I can add you. Let me know in the chat. I'll send you the link and we'll get you on.
Jason, bring me cannoli back, please.
But
Please.
to answer the Huxworks question while I wait for Jason, I was going to go with the TI because it was lighter. That was a big thing to me.
Mm.
But
I
with
thought the
the
K was lighter.
no, the TI is lighter. It's titanium. So the K is actually
You're right.
steel. So it's a little
You're right.
heavier. Yeah. And so I ended up going with the K because it's shorter and it is rated for faster fire. And that's pretty much what I'll leave at that. April Fool's. hope you guys
Simple
are doing
man.
well.
That was
Thank you,
good.
Simple
That's
Man.
good.
Jason says audio, no camera though.
I don't know how.
He doesn't want us to see that he's just relaxing.
I mean, it is
inside
like
of
I
the-
think it is like 1 a.m. over there right
It
now.
is.
They probably just got back from dinner.
Here,
or
Jason, give
something.
me one sec. You guys just keep reading comments. I'm gonna get Jason on.
Anybody got a line?
He can give us like a facial expression.
Yeah. He said no video. I thought.
Yeah, I sent you a video.
When you've got a good summer EDC.
Ooh, I like this one because I honestly I wish. Sorry, Crunchy Taco. Sounds wild. Does anybody got a line on Otter Creek Hydrogen S for less than 1,000? There you go. Sorry, my numbers and stuff are jumbled. I'll have to ask the other guys because I don't know. Do you know? No. Okay.
Can't speak on that one.
All right. When you've got a good summer EDC, P365XLX or P365XM IWV, and then winter hits and you have layers, and coats and zippers, what do you change? Different gun, more practice, different carry location. I will say, yeah, summer and winter are two very different things. But I think when you find a good system that kind of works for you, if you can fit it into, I mean, my opinion is if you can kind of fit it into both summer and winter, then like, great. Like, you know,
train with
keep
it too. Whatever. I mean, I'm sure everyone has their own favorite jacket. It's one of my favorite sayings, you know, the cure to male loneliness is having a really cool jacket and making that your whole personality. So I'm sure you got a favorite jacket, whatever you kind of usually wear in the winter, like put on like LARP in your winter clothing and practice drawing and seeing how comfortable it is.
yes.
Maybe move it around. Just training and practicing is really all that you can do.
Yeah.
Or something like that, at least, in my opinion.
Jason,
100%.
check your email.
So, yeah.
Why you should carry a full-size gun always. Yes, Jason, we know you carry a Glock 17 Gen 3. I do respect you for that, though. I really
do. Full-size gun.
That's based.
Somebody said conceal carry MP5 in the winter.
Yep.
Double based.
Double
That's
base.
freaking funny. That would Adam can do it. Jason might be able to do it.
He could.
Might do it.
Ooh, thoughts on the SIG 556 Rattler LT in 7.75?
Did you not pick a 5.56? Was that MCA? Was that in that battle? You guys had the
Rattler,
MCX battle.
I chose the 760 by 39 Rattler.
Who chose the 5.56?
Choose the
Riot.
7.62 one?
Yes, I did.
Why?
Because it's awesome. It's awesome. I mean, I liked it way better than the 300
Hey,
Blackout.
hey! All the way from Italy.
Arrivederci, folks.
Arrivederci.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Thanks for hopping. What
Yeah.
time is it there?
Don't
Like
ask
one?
don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. It is 1 a.m.
Oh, dude.
and
you're
no, I'm not. I'm absolutely like tired, but no, I just going through the nightly regimen, but yeah, I just want to hop on and say what's up, guys. Tuning in from Italia.
Yeah.
Out here at Beretta and their 500-year anniversary.
Shout out to Beretta.
Shout out to Beretta, and thanks to them for considering us and inviting us. It's been really great meeting with the executive team, the owner team, like seeing the 16th generation of the family that's been owned by the family, the same family, made in the same town in the same factory, and it's just gotten bigger and bigger. And it's just been a blessing, man. It's really cool. So all your cool guys are here too. Grand Thumb, you got Mr. Guns and Gear, Ian from Recoil, solid group of folks, and all the rest of the European folks who were here. Of course, James Reeves, Ryan, shout out to those guys. And it's been a very great experience, man. Very great.
Hey, do you have any like sneak peek things that you can't leak, but maybe
So-
anything you can?
So we signed an NDA. So,
Oh, dang
Let's
it.
go.
But that means that there
So-
may be something in the future.
It's stuff to look
Yeah.
forward to.
Well, Jason, you do.
Nice.
Ooh.
five things.
Well, there is a question for Jason.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
go ahead.
Crunchy Tacos says, Jason, conceal carry MP5 for winter? Yay or nay?
5K maybe.
I mean, what? I mean, if you like it, I love it, bro. But
If
Just
you
stick-
can do it.
if you can do it, I mean, they do make like holsters, like leg rig holsters for MP5s. If you've ever been to Germany, you've seen their national police definitely carry stuff like that. So
Oh, you're gonna like this statement, Jason. It says, Jason, please help me get my Hux cans unstuck. I have a couple of them that I cannot remove from the respective hosts.
Are you
Yeah.
turning the right direction?
That's a great question, though. Are you turning the right direction? Because, reverse type, but
Well, see, here's the thing, and like Hux are cool, but I have fundamental issues with certain design features or problems that they have. One of the things is it gets carbon buildup really, really quick, and it's because of their muzzle device. And when I say that their muzzle device, it's not the lock on the bottom that actually attaches once you make full rotation all the way around. It actually gets stuck right in the middle because so much carbon builds up on that point. And I feel like if they redesign the flash hider for it to just be prongs or just make it a single chamber break, it would be way better for them. And plus, you could make a shorter break because remember, a break is only being used as a sacrificial baffle for the can before it hits the actual blast baffle. It would do them a world of good to stop them from having cans get stuck midway or halfway, presumably. So,
Yeah. Let's do this so that way we can simplify the screens a little bit. Since we're also getting close to the end of the stream, let's all three head up there. So Joshua, if you can clean the table off real quick for us, we'll head up there, and that way Jason gets a bigger screen, and then we're all on a little bit better.
Nice.
pause.
Heyo.
Butter says, did you see Jason in his mess dress suit in Italy?
Dang.
Oh yeah, for the gala last night that started at like 10. Ooh, buddy. Yeah.
This is in order of your favorite colleague. Who you getting the best to worst gift? So I think you're saying it in your order of your favorite colleagues.
That's a loaded question.
That is a loaded question.
Everybody gets the best everything. End of story.
There you go.
Jason, I want cannoli. Please come figure out a way to get me some cannoli. I love cannoli. Please. You don't like cannoli?
No, it's the way you asked it. Geez.
I'm
Phrasing.
I'm going. I want cannoli, man.
Oh man, that's
It's getting worse.
Yeah.
Worst things that could happen.
That is true. I think we should just leave that one.
Alexa. Are there any more questions in the chat?
Yeah, 110%. But
It's gelato.
Damien Daughtry says, safe travels to you, Jason and Ryan, the rest of the
Yes.
YouTubers as you head back home. So thank you, Damien.
Absolutely.
He said Crunchy Taco says best you can do is gelato.
I can live with that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I could get gelato to make it on that
Right.
flight, that'd be a feat.
Let's get a cooler or something, I guess. Yeah.
Dude, how long
Anyways,
the flight is? Never mind.
I'm looking for a backpack PDW stuck between a Strybog 45 ACP or a CMMG 6.5 and 300 blackout. My everyday carry is an FN 545 tac, so I like the 45 for simplicity.
And real quick before we answer this, Jason, if you want to answer that one, we're gonna get up and head over to the table, and we'll be
Yeah.
right there.
So he said
I-
his everyday carry is a 545, and he's tossed up between the Strabog and 45 and the CMMG Banshee
See,
or
I-
Descent, chambered in 300 blackout. Well, it depends on the type of capability that you want, Chief. Always a rifle caliber is always better when it comes to lethality. I get the PCC route. We've done it for so long, right? When it comes down to it, at the end of the day, you can carry way more rounds, less weight, and have a capability that way. But then you're shooting basically a slow round, it being 45. So if you plan on running the 300 blackout with supers, then great, awesome. You've got enough terminal energy, terminal ballistics to punch through stuff. If you plan on running it suppressed, you do have that capability as well, right? It's great. To me, 45 is just a slow round. Not saying that it's not effective in the right hands. I get that. But when it comes to lethality, 300 blackout all day.
Nice.
How long do you have?
I probably need to bounce now.
Okay,
So-
so we can just wrap up the stream then. If you get 5 minutes.
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay, let's do that.
I mean, if y'all have more questions, don't end it on my account. I just have to take
Oh.
a conference call, guys.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Joshua, we're gonna go ahead and switch. I'm gonna take this computer. If you want to mute this one, and we'll.
All right.
Oh wow, it's really just me. Oh, still the same question. Well,
All right. Wow, that was
awkward silence. Just me talking.
okay. Yeah, my audio was on, so I needed to mute it because it just created the echo. So I apologize about that. All right, John's back over here as well. There we go. Okay, so we'll answer a couple more questions and we'll kind of wrap up everything here.
Can't hear you
Jason,
guys
by
at
the way,
all.
thank you for joining us.
Zero sound. So
That's what we're looking at here.
Josh, are we muted?
still no audio.
Zero sound.
I have audio on my.
I was gonna say I have audio on my end
Got nothing.
I see Jason.
because I also have it in my ear. I can hear our audio.
Nothing.
I hear all.
No
Yeah.
audio.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gerald. It's very kind.
Well, that's gonna be difficult if Jason can't hear us. I don't know why he can't hear us.
Guys, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Like, this
Okay.
is crazy.
So at that point, Jason, I'm sorry, I don't know why you can't hear us. Go ahead and, well, he can't hear me. I was going to say he needs to hop out and then hop back in. Josh, can you push him out and push him back in? And we'll try that. But hit us up with your last questions here of anything that you guys have, and then we'll finish those up and kind of wrap up the stream here. So we got like maybe 5 minutes left, but
Sounds good.
I'm also going to text Jason while we are at it.
We apologize for any and all technical difficulties. We're trying our very best. We are.
But yeah, give us those last questions. And
Yeah.
we had the current question.
Yeah, let's see what we got here.
Compartmentalization is the last question it seems.
Backpack PDW, in my opinion, Fold AR and 300 Blackouts. Fold AR is really cool. Fold AR is really, really cool. We I think the first time I saw them was at a NRA show in 2022, and their system and setup is genuinely really, really cool.
Yes, I
That
agree.
was- yeah.
We did have it, and then Crunchy Taco says words hard, bro. Yeah, it's getting later. We've
That
been
was for
working.
him when
Oh,
he
Yeah,
said
not
oh,
you.
I was like, what?
Not you. That was for me. But well, I think we're probably just gonna have to have Jason be done and say goodbye to him. I don't know what was happening with his audio, but he wasn't able to hear. And I think we're just gonna wrap it up here. So, final thoughts on truck guns, PCCs. Well, not really PCCs, backpack guns, and then concealed carries. Eliza.
I would say truck gun and PCCs. I'm doing the same thing. Truck gun and backpack guns are situationally worth it. I think having that. Ooh, we got another one. I think they're worth it. I think that you need to train with what you decide to go with. Train scenarios, right?
Yes.
Like that's really, really important. Like if you are going to have something, you need to be training some scenarios. And I guess that's my 2 cents.
John.
Same here. Training is going to be king for that kind of thing. Truck gun definitely is more so for something like an SHTF situation,
Right.
Red Dawn scenario. Bag guns on the other capacity. I think bag guns are really useful. Brandon talking about the flux. Brandon, we are the Flux Bros.
Flex Bros.
Like, look, you can't go wrong. If it's in your budget and you have the capacity to do it and you want to continue your own education, go for it. I think it's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with the sentiment of practicing as much as you humanly can with your concealed carry. And I think there's a lot of good variety out there to fit everybody at this point in the game. Like 10 years ago, not really a thing. Now,
Yeah.
tons of opportunities. Hit up your local range. $10 they have, or I bet you $10 that they have the ability to let you try a couple of different guns. So ask them.
That's a good point.
Yeah, so you can really see what you're comfortable with. You'll be surprised. Shiny jars, I like your new pick actually. That makes a lot of sense. And then just a couple of last comments. Thanks for the feedback. Cheers from Texas. Cheers.
One
question.
Grandmaster Firearms, VJJ, or Medical. I'm gonna go Firearms just because of where I'm at in like career wise and stuff. And I would say like definitely like operator level Firearms instructor. That's 100%.
With that being said, backpack guns, truck guns, they do have the use case, but I do think they get overplayed a lot in media. That
Agreed.
is a
Yes.
thing. So
Right.
just be realistic with how you're going to use them or what your plan is for them or the scenarios that you could get into them. With all of that being said, we're going to wrap it up. So thank you guys so much for joining us today in this live stream. It was a weird one. We had different people. We
It
had
was different. Yeah.
different things. We had more of the tabletop kind of views than we normally do. So let me know
Shout
what
out to
you think
Josh
about
for that.
Yep.
Yes. And thank you guys so much for all the super chats
Yes,
and the
thank y'all.
support and just support in general. Thanks for telling us like what your carry guns are and your builds and all of those things. We love to hear it and we
wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. Thank you so much.
Very
Genuinely.
true.
Y'all are awesome.
Shout out to some of the super chats from Shiny Jar, Solo Gordo, Mike, which was awesome. I got to actually see the person who emailed me, and
Sir.
Matt Floyd and Trent.
Trent.
Oh, that's
Yep.
right. And then we had one big one from
Big
Big
one.
Juan. So
Big
thank you guys
one.
so much. We really appreciate all you guys. We're going to make leaderboards. We're going to do other stuff. I'm going to close it down because I'm tired and so are they, and they need to get out of here. So you guys have a great rest of your day. That is all we have for you guys today. God bless. Stay safe. It is time to